You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's time for Tiger football. It's the 2023 campaign for your Waynesville Tigers. Our game is brought to you by Life Care Center, Post Spawn, Action Automotive, Air Serve Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Ed Wilson Auto Works, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Hollett and John Gregory, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Let's get you to the gridiron for Waynesville Tiger football.
And a very good evening to you and yours here at the Glendale High School campus. Of course, here in Springfield, Missouri, where we are 30 minutes away from our first game of the high school football season. It is going to be the Waynesville Tigers taking on the Glendale Falcons. Connor Harbert here with you, flying solo for this season as Waynesville looks to, well, make an impact in a brand new class. Yes, they are upgraded to Class 6 here for the 2023 season. Of course, we will get into that in just a little bit, but Waynesville trying to turn around a 3-8 record last season. Of course, definitely had some games here and there that you could win, but trying to build on that momentum, trying to improve upon the second year for head coach Kyle Barkley there as well. So every team in the state 0-0, definitely lots of teams with lofty goals here this season. And of course, we play in the Ozark Conference where every team is definitely gunning for that conference championship. So, like I said, it is an 8 o'clock kickoff here today, so we still have about 30 minutes before we get to kickoff here today, which means we've got plenty of time to talk about things, because this game does not lack intrigue, especially on the Glendale side of things. A coaching change just a couple of weeks before the season. We will talk about, and of course you'll hear Coach Kyle Barkley a little bit later on in this pregame talk about it, what that maybe means here for this game. They may not be the same team that we've known Glendale to be in years past. Do they maybe run the ball a little bit more? Do they still pass 99% of the time? These are the things we're going to have to kind of figure out early on in this game. And of course, Waynesville, they've got some questions to answer as well. You'll also hear Coach Barkley mention starting quarterback Bishop Godwin was set to be the starter here this season. He is out for the year due to injury. They initially thought he was going to maybe be back for week 1, but they now know it is going to be a season-ending injury. So it will be the next man up, and it will be Brian Castro, the starting quarterback here for the Tigers this season. I want to go ahead and thank all of our sponsors. We have got a lot of them here for the fall sports season. See if I can't find my sponsor list here for you. Yep. Let's go ahead and go over them here real quick for you. Life Care Center, Post Pond, Action Automotive, Air Serve, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Edward Wilson, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Ed Morse Ford of St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Howlett and Gregory, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. So again, as always, big thank you to all of our sponsors involved. Very much looking forward here to this 2023 season, which of course is going to include not only Waynesville football, but also Frisco League softball and Waynesville softball as well. So we will also take a moment to go over the fall sports schedule, but for now, let's go ahead and take our first break here. We'll take ourselves a couple minutes, we'll come back, and I got some things to share about, again, Waynesville's new class. They are now playing at the largest class at the Missouri high school level. We'll talk about where the rest of the Ozark Conference has fallen as well as those districts were announced here today. But again, back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football pregame right here on 97 Z 102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs, and Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
And once again, welcome back here to Glendale High School, where again we are about 25 minutes away from opening kickoff here, week 1 of the high school football season. The Waynesville Tigers playing on the road today. They are taking on the Glendale Falcons. So again, it's Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. It only took me one time to mess it up this year, but Waynesville kicking off at 8 p.m. here today. Obviously, you might have noticed if you went outside at all this week, it is hot outside. And so to avoid the most of the heat, this game, much like many other area contests across Missouri, was pushed back an hour. So that does explain our a little bit later kickoff time here today. It will go back to kind of around 7 pretty much every week after this, unless obviously inclement weather kind of does its business in the future. So anyway, here we are again 25 minutes away, and like I mentioned in the first break here, Waynesville is now playing at Class 6 football. District assignments coming out here today. They are playing in a 5-team district, Class 6 District 5. It actually includes teams here in the Springfield area. A few different teams, though. They are in a district with Joplin, Nixa, Ozark, and Kickapoo there as well. And of course, I was talking with some guys before that. That is a pretty tough district. Waynesville is definitely going to have to be on their A game to make any kind of a district run here this season. Obviously, we'll know a little bit more as we move throughout the weeks, but historically, Joplin, Nixa, and Kickapoo have been pretty good programs. Obviously, Nixa has been kind of the powerhouse as of late. Joplin 7-3 last year. Obviously, Kickapoo, a member of the Ozark Conference, did defeat Waynesville last year by a sizable margin. So that is definitely going to be something interesting here. Waynesville, as I understand it, I may have overheard here, first time playing in Class 6 here in football. Of course, some teams moving on down to the 8-man level, and of course, Waynesville, the enrollment might be a little up from last year, and so that kind of moves them up the ladder a little bit, trying to keep those teams in Class 6. And so Waynesville, who is one of the largest Class 5 schools, they did move into Class 6 here this year. Other districts of note, again, I did mention all the other Ozark Conference teams have been put in their districts, and they've actually been kind of spread out a little bit. You might remember last year, it was pretty much all Ozark Conference for Waynesville, aside from one former Ozark Conference member and then one some sports conference member there. But Class 5 District 6, that's where you'll find a lot of Waynesville's old friends. You've got Branson, you've got Springfield Central, you've got today's opponent in Glendale, you've got Lebanon, you've got Parkview, and then you have the newcomers in Republic and Willard. They actually replace Waynesville and Rolla, who now finds themselves over in Class 5 District 5 alongside Camdenton, Capital City, Elias Catholic, North Point, Battle, and Washington CC up there toward the Jefferson City and Columbia area. Also a team, I believe, in the St. Louis area. That would be North Point, I do believe. And then down in Class 4, the Class 4 members of the Ozark Conference, they are all still together. You've got Bolivar, Hillcrest, West Plains. They are hanging out with Logan Rogersville, Marshfield, McDonald County, and Monette. So those are your district assignments again this year. Again, Waynesville with Joplin, Nixa, Ozark, and Kickapoo there as well. So let's go ahead and take ourselves another 2-minute timeout. But when we come back, we're going to take it on in. Our very own Marv Luton. He had an opportunity to talk with head coach Kyle Barkley earlier in the week. And, of course, they talked about some things. They talked about tonight's matchup. They also talked about the injury situation. Again, starting quarterback Bishop Godwin is out for the season. And so it will be Brian Castro, the starting quarterback. We'll, of course, hear from Coach Barkley on how he plans to approach that change this season. So again, we'll have that interview for you here in 2 minutes. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football pregame right here on Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel, conveniently located off I-44. They're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment. Call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
Football is back, and so is Coach Kyle Barkley for the Waynesville football Tigers, as the coach, along with the Tigers and everybody else, has been putting up with this oppressive heat over the Missouri Ozarks over the last week or so. Coach, how has it been at practice?
You know, once the district decided to move practice back more, from a coaching staff standpoint, there were a few concerns that we have.
Football is back, and so is Coach Kyle Barkley for the Waynesville football Tigers, as the coach, along with the Tigers and everybody else, has been putting up with this oppressive heat over the Missouri Ozarks over the last week or so. Coach, how has it been at practice?
You know, once the district decided to move practice back more, from a coaching staff standpoint, there were a few concerns that we have, but you know, our kids have handled it very well. We've had minimal, and when I mean minimal, it's been 1 or possibly 2 kids that have communicated but haven't been able to come back, whether it's a ride or a prior engagement, whatever the case may be. So I've been really, really pleased on how our kids have handled the situation.
Yeah, you're practicing from what, 7 or 6 to 9 at night.
Once the sun hits the sunset, I would say it cools off a little bit, but it's manageable. And, you know, we turn the lights on and get after it from on the field from 7 to 9. It's been an adjustment, but like I said, I'm very happy with what the week's been like for our kids.
Well, you've got to bump back an hour for tonight's game with the Glendale Falcons. Going to start at 8 o'clock. We'll have it over on 102.3 FM. Coach, how's the start of the season looking for you? Are you healthy?
Well, we lost Bishop Godwin, who's going to be our starting quarterback. He's going to be unavailable for the season. From the other standpoint, just the bumps and bruises from practicing against each other. We got a lot of new guys in new spots, so tonight's game against Glendale is a great opponent for us to try to figure out what we're good and what we need to work on for the rest of the season.
Well, losing your starting quarterback, what kind of offense are the Tigers going to have this year?
Nothing's an easy switch of the light as far as trying to change. We still got a great line that we feel like. We got 2 to 3 great awesome running backs. So we're going to have to modify some things and call some different plays. But, for the most part, the offense will kind of stay the same.
You're a big offensive line guy. How big is your line this year, and how well have they practiced so far?
2 guys with Ian Shepard and Caleb Salinas. It's kind of been a work trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together with the 3 other guys. Caden King's done a great job of staying and snapping at center. Kyle Wilkie, off a wrist injury last year, wasn't able to play, so he's done a great job, and Demetrius Shells came out this year. So, I'm pleased. I don't know if we're at where we need to be, but we are going in the right direction on the O-line.
With Glendale, of course, they have been a passing team forever, but they've got a new interim coach in there this year. I don't know whether they're going to continue on with the pass or not. They lost their quarterback, I believe, from last year. What do you expect out of the Falcons?
That's kind of the question mark that we've had in some of our meetings. I think he's day 10, day 12, day 13, something like that on the job. It would be very difficult to try to install a new offense, but, that's kind of the issue that we may have. So we've been kind of preparing for both types of offense, maybe a little bit more running or them having a back in the backfield along with the spread that they've done for many years. And, they've had a lot of success with the spread, so it would be difficult to get away from it, but that's what we're going to have to figure out on Friday.
And I'm sure that's not going to be a problem for your Waynesville Tigers. Coach, thanks for the visit, and let's go pick up a W to start the season tonight against the Falcons.
That sounds great, Marv. Thank you.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
And once again, welcome back here to campus of Glendale High School. Glendale Marching Band playing the national anthem and the fight song. So we are pretty much about 13 minutes away from opening kickoff here in this one. Again, the Waynesville Tigers opening their 2023 season on the road, taking on the Glendale Falcons. So, of course, our interview with head coach Kyle Barkley, you heard him mention Bishop Godwin. He is, in fact, out for the season. So the question is going to be, how does the Waynesville offense adapt to it? Unfortunately, you still have some very, very good running backs. You heard Coach Barkley mention 2 or 3 good running backs. I think you can really stretch that out to 3, especially with what we saw in the Jamboree. First and foremost, you got to talk about the junior, Michael Kelsey Jr. He is going to be pretty much, I think, the primary guy here for the Tigers here this season. He is a returning 1,000-yard rusher. Of course, received some postseason honors last year as well, so they've got a lot of hopes riding on this young man. Of course, Kelsey Jr., 5'10", 170 pounds. He is a very, very quick back. He also has a little bit of power to his game, but I think between the two top backs, he is definitely the speedier of the duo. Of course, the second man I'm talking about, how about Tao Aussie? Aussie, of course, in limited time last season, he was able to make quite an impact, just over 200 yards, I do believe. 3 touchdowns there as well, but he looked real good out on the field, definitely wanting this to be his breakout season. He is a senior, of course, coming in at 5'10", 175 pounds, definitely has a lot of power behind those legs, though. He will definitely try to run through some people, and of course he has some get-up speed, as we saw in the Jamboree. Was able to take a botched snap against Rolla and take it toward the pylon for Waynesville's only score in that series against the Bulldogs. So, big things hopefully coming from Kelsey Jr. and Aussie. Another one I want to mention here, that would be Rashad Joshua. Joshua, a new name to the Tigers here. Of course, he's a junior here this season. 5'6", 130 pounds. Definitely not going to be the biggest guy on the field, but definitely did impress me last week with his speed. He got ample playing time in the Jamboree, so do look for Joshua to get a little bit of work here today too. But a big question for Waynesville, how about that offensive line? Coach Barkley, he is an offensive line guy. You do have 2 returners in Ian Shepard and Caleb Salinas as well, but the 3 newcomers, Caden King, Kyle Wilking coming back from injury as I understand it, and Demetrius Shells, this is pretty much, high-pressure situation. Got to come in here. You got to protect your backs. You got to give them the holes for them to work, because I think if Kelsey Jr. and Aussie get hit in the backfield, that's going to cause all kinds of problems. Both of them fairly elusive, but you can't have 2-3 guys getting to them 2 or 3 yards behind the ball. They're not magicians. They're not going to be able to get through that. So the line going to be very, very important here for this one. When we look at Glendale, of course, Glendale, they've had a bit of preseason drama. Coach Mike Mock, no longer the coach of the program, instead can be given the reins here to Joel Heeman. And of course, has been a head coach for Glendale before. He's also been an assistant. Apparently, he has been working with the program since this summer. So he is not an unknown to this Glendale program, but he is taking over as the head coach once more. Did have around a 500 record, if I do recall. His last stint, that was actually back 2008 to 2011. I believe were the years where Heeman ran the show here at Glendale. So we'll see what they have going on here today. But Glendale, they've got their fair share of questions. They do have to replace their former starting quarterback, Cole Feuerbacher. Obviously, Feuerbacher, big name for them the last few years. Also did lose their number 1 option in Wyatt Andrews. He did graduate there as well. They do have some names, though, returning from last year's team. That includes guys like Rex Dieters. He is the man to watch here today, although he might be lining up at quarterback. Something to see there. I really want to answer that question right away. Who is going to be quarterback for the Falcons? I've heard a few names floated around here and there, so we'll find that out pretty much sooner rather than later. And of course, another question for Glendale, are we going to see the Glendale that we've come to know and love over the last few years? Are they going to air it out about 95% of the time, or is there going to be a little bit of a run game here and there? So we'll get all of that here in about 8.5 minutes or so, but for now, it's time to take ourselves another break. When we come back, well, let's talk about the upcoming fall sports schedule for us here on Z102.3 and, of course, 97.9 The Source. We're going to be covering quite a bit of sports beyond football here this fall, and I'll tell you who we're covering and when. So, back in a couple minutes, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Back here at Glendale High School, the Falcons and the Tigers both take the field here. Waynesville opening up their high school football season on the road against, well, again, the Glendale Falcons. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. We are about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff now, which means we have just a little bit of time here to talk about our upcoming fall sports broadcast schedule. I told you we were going to do that, and of course we've got so much more than football, and by that I mean we've got softball coming up here as well, and that actually starts on Monday. I'm going to be heading over to Lakeway High School for the Frisco League Conference Softball Tournament. That pretty much starts things off. I believe they have a couple of games before that, but it's still very, very early on in the season. Should be a whole lot of fun there. Got 2 games on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then we will not be able to cover the championship game, sadly, on Friday because we will have commitments with football. Waynesville will be at home, of course, taking on the Parkview Vikings. But that'll be what we're doing next week. And, of course, as I understand it, you can catch most of those games, I believe, on 102.3. Don't actually remember off the top of my head, but make sure you're listening in. Of course, Marv, he'll let you know where to go. I'll let you know where to go whenever I'm on the source back on Monday. But that's what we're doing next week. Again, September 1st, we'll be at home for the first time. Waynesville taking on Parkview. Richland Lakeway softball coming up on the 7th of September. Then the next day, we will be traveling to Camdenton for week 3 of the high school football season. We'll get our first Waynesville softball game. It's just kind of unfortunately how the schedule worked out that we get it so late. But on September 11th, Waynesville actually on the road. We're starting our Waynesville coverage on the road. They'll be taking on Dixon that day before the very next day we come back to Waynesville as they take on Springfield Central. So that's where we'll stop for now as far as the fall sports schedule goes, but as far as I'm aware, we've got coverage all the way to October 20th. That is when the final week of the season will be here for Waynesville. As far as the football schedule goes, well, it's basically flipped from last year. Wherever you played on the road last season, you are now playing at home, and wherever you played at home last year, you're now on the road, as you may notice here on the road at Glendale, next week at home against Parkview, then on the road at Camdenton, 2 home games in a row against Kickapoo and Lebanon. Again, Kickapoo now a district opponent here for the Tigers. Then we'll be on the road at Hillcrest on September 29th. October 6th, we'll be at home against Bolivar. Then we'll be on the road at Rolla, and then we'll finish off the regular season at home against West Plains. So as far as the schedule goes, a very friendly travel schedule here for Waynesville. You do not have trips to Bolivar or West Plains this season. I think that is pretty much, as far as it goes, the roughest road trips for Waynesville, those trips to Bolivar and West Plains. So having them both here at home this season, that'll definitely be nice. I don't think you have to go any farther than Springfield here this year. So really looking forward to that. Of course, one of our trips to Springfield here today. So the captain's coming out to midfield where we'll get our coin toss. Looks like the captain's coming out onto the field here for the Tigers. One of the captains, well, that'll be Bishop Godwin. Not dressed out here today, but he will be a captain here for this game. It does look like also out there that's Dalen Registe. He will be a captain here for this game. Looks like Mason Perez is another captain out there. And then trying to get that last one, it looks like Tau Ussi will be your final captain here for the Tigers today. Captains looks like for the Falcons out there, looks like that's Carson McTagg. He will be one of your captains. You'll also have Kellen Lindstrom. We'll talk about him. He's a big deal here for the Falcons this season. You'll also have Tommaso Giraldi out there. And then the final captain, that'll be the defensive back wide receiver, two-way player in Lucas Rich. So again, Kellen Lindstrom, we didn't really talk about Glendale's personnel all too much, but Lindstrom, he is the guy. D1 commit, will be coming out from that tight end position. He is committed to, well, actually, he's a D-line player first and foremost. He is committed to Tennessee. He will be playing his football next year in the SEC. So Waynesville's line, like we said, today is a high-pressure situation. How about that? You're going to be guarding against a future SEC lineman here in week 1 of the season. So it looks like, apologies. Waynesville did win the toss. They have deferred to the second half. And so we will see if Glendale chooses to receive, and they will do just that. They'll be traveling left to right on your radio dial. Waynesville, they will be coming the opposite direction. So Glendale's offense, they'll be the first one to take the field. And so we'll see how Waynesville's kicking game will operate here this season. And, of course, special teams going to be a big deal this year as well. Many high-powered offenses here in the Ozark Conference. You want to make sure you pin them back as far as possible. Don't want to give them any opportunity to do what they do. So tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take ourselves one final 30-second timeout. But when we come back, it's time for kickoff. Time for a brand new high school football season, the fall 2023 season. Waynesville High School football. Back in 30, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy one Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card. And get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Waynesville's kicking team has taken it to the field. Our kicker, well, not listed on my roster, so that's a bit interesting there. We'll have to get a name on that later, but the kick is away. It's a long line drive kick. That's going to be bobbled a bit at about the 14-yard line. We are underway here in Springfield. A big return here past the 30, now to the 35, coming up the sideline, now past the 40, all the way to the 45-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Lucas Rich on the return, and so it'll be short field here for the Falcons. It's not going to be the start you're looking for here for the Tigers this season. But still on the Glendale side of the field, and we'll get a first look at this Tigers defense. Going to be looking a little bit different from last year. Again, not as much size up front. So do you remember Coach Barkley before the Jamboree mentioning this is a team that's going to have to do a little bit more scheme-wise. Maybe blitzing, maybe coverage. You're going to have to kind of take a look, see what they do here. It looks like it's going to be a three-man front, one defensive lineman, and two ends, including Mason Perez and Yeddle Santana. Dropping back to pass here on first down, but a lot of room to run with that three-man defensive front all the way to the Waynesville 40-yard line. That's going to be Rex Dieters at quarterback. Again, we talked about him in the pregame. That's a former wide receiver. Was the backup quarterback last season. We did see him in that game, if I do remember correctly, but he is going to be the starting quarterback here today. Quickly, no huddle. 5 wide out set. Rocking the pass again. Slant route across the middle. Ball's knocked incomplete, but we are going to get a flag on the play, and it looks like this might be late pass interference. That back judge took a long time to throw that flag, but we might get pass interference, and that it will be. So, long quarterback run and a defensive pass interference, and that already has the Falcons here to the 25-yard line. Just 30 seconds off the clock here in quarter number 1. Glendale moving up the field very, very fast. Again, a 5 wide receiver set, 5 men up front. Dieters Drops back to pass. Again, has some room. Going to roll out of the pocket. Now going to look toward the sideline, but that ball is dropped. Falls incomplete. Had a man just past the 20-yard line, about the 19. Intended receiver on the play. Trying to get you a number on that. Looks like that might have been number 18. That would be Noah Goforth. But again, another 5-wide set. Looks like this is going to be your traditional Glendale. You've got 3 wide receivers left and 2 to the right. Dieters takes the snap, but he falls on it. Does pick it back up, but he is going to be ruled down. And he's going to lose some yardage there on that one. Snap came out a little bit low. Dieters trying to reach down and pick it up. Ended up slipping and falling instead. Does push him all the way back to the 32-yard line. So, loss of 7 on the play makes it 3rd and 17. Incomplete pass and the long loss. But again, a 5-wide set, under pressure, screen pass, going to be caught. Cutting up field now, but roped up, taken down by a host of tacklers. Looks like Perez in on the play. Pretty much every Tiger getting in on the play, but that tackle is going to be made at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about, well, they'll give him the 29, so it's going to be 4th down and 14 to go here. But they are in a bit of an awkward spot here. This is 4-down territory. They're going to line up and go for it. It's going to be 3 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Man sent in motion, now takes a snap. Looking toward his right here, flag thrown on the play as Dieters leaves the pocket. Going to look toward the middle, pass is caught. He'll be taken down at about the 16-yard line. That would not be enough for the 1st down. I believe the flag was going to be for false start. We will see what happens here. Again, it would be a turnover on downs. It was illegal motion was called. They're going to decline the penalty because they want the football. So Waynesville able to make a stand. And so after a couple of big plays for the Falcons, their drive stalls out. And we'll see what the Tigers can do as once again the offense led by Brian Castro takes the field. A little shaky at first, but ultimately got to like it. Let the pass be caught, but you were able to keep your guys in front of the 1st down marker. And so you were able to make the play and, well, get that offense out on the field. So Castro again, the quarterback. Looks like it'll be Tallahassee out there. Other personnel. Well, up front, you've got several names as well. Alcee, direct snap here on 1st down. Going to run into a little bit of traffic here, a couple yards past the 15-yard line. Looks like a short gain, if any. And it looks like he gained maybe about 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Looks like Rashawn Joshua also out there as well. No Michael Kelsey just yet. Like I said, expect to see lots of changes. Lots of substitutions in and out to get the personnel. Joshua listed as a wide receiver on the roster, but he'll be sent in motion. Here's another direct snap to Aussie. Going to try to follow his big man through the line here. That's Kyle Wilking leading the way as he gets to about the 20-yard line now. It's another small pickup. And the Tigers now face themselves a 3rd down here. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 5. Ball just shy of the Waynesville 21-yard line. And Kyle Wilking, definitely the biggest man on this line this year, 6'3", 260 pounds. Ian Shepard, also some size up in the front. Castro, shotgun formation. And it looks like somebody jumped early. Looks like Shepard might have jumped early, and that's going to back Waynesville back. So Shepard a little bit anxious to get that 3rd down play going. So he'll be charged for the false start, and that'll make it 3rd down and 11. And we'll see if Waynesville maybe looks to go to the air for the first time. Would normally be a passing down. Again, this is going to be a run-first offense. That's for sure. But coming out in the same formation. Joshua sent in motion. Going to fake the handoff to Joshua, rolling out to his right. He is looking for the pass. He has a man. Ball is caught. But it is going to be shy of the 1st down marker. Ball was caught there by Tyquez Jones. Kind of an awkward pass there. Very tight one-on-one coverage. But Jones made it happen. A very nice catch. But it is going to lead to a 4th down here. It is 4th down and about 3 yards to go. Offense still, though, out on the field. Might they go for it? Remember, Waynesville did punt from this formation as well last year. Vernon also operated as the punter. Might Castro do the same, or might they go for a very risky fourth down play. Nope, Castro going to back up a few steps here. He'll take the snap. The kick is away. Low line drive punt. Does get a very friendly hop. Past the 35, past the 30, past the 25, rolling past the 20, and all the way down to the Glendale 15-yard line. Tell you what, it wasn't the prettiest punt in the world, but the roll was all the way down to the 15-yard line. Ends up being about, punt from, it's a long punt. From one side of the field to the other. Tell you what, normally my assistant would help me out here, but again, flying solo. Not as good as numbers, as you might expect me to be. But the punt gets the job done here as the Falcons are pinned back within their own red zone. 5-man set, although they only have 10 out on the field. Replacement sent out there, he does get set. But again, 5 wide receivers. Dieters looking to pass, now stepping up in the pocket, and they're a little bit of trouble being chased from behind. Hit as he throws, he overthrows it. Almost a chance for a pick there. Johnny Hedrick trying to come back on that pass. Wasn't able to get to it, though. Looks like the intended receiver on the play. That might have been Lucas Ridge. That ball really not toward any kind of target in particular. Rich might have just been the nearest man to the ball there, but again, under lots of pressure, the defensive line breaking through on that play. 3 wide receivers right, 2nd down and 10. Dieters looking toward his left, going to look deep down the sideline, has a man wide open, and he's gone. Not a single man in sight. Waynesville beat on the deep play. Alex Clifford will take it all the way, 85 yards, and that's a touchdown for Glendale. Well, the big play, that's what Glendale's capable of. When you go for a pass-first offense, you got to be aware. You got to follow those routes. And Waynesville got beat deep there. Nobody within about 10, 15 yards. Again, Alex Clifford. So 6-0 now in favor of Glendale, excuse me. And now the Falcons will line up for the extra point, looking for the 1. Extra point is up and away, and it is good. So 7:49 left to go here in this first quarter. It is the Glendale Falcons who strike first. An 85-yard touchdown pass. Rex Dieters to Alex Clifford for the season's opening score. We'll take 60. We'll be right back. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
Well, it's Glendale who strikes first here in this ball game. An 85-yard touchdown pass. Rex Dieters to Alex Clifford down the left sideline. Again, Waynesville just simply beat deep. Cornerbacks stepping up again, maybe watching for Dieters to roll out of the pocket, but wasn't really looking that time. Was looking for his first man. It looks like that was the plan all along. They got burned, and so it's Glendale who takes a 7-0 lead. 7:49 left to go here in this first quarter of play. It's Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Big thank you to all of our sponsors who make tonight's broadcast possible. Of course, don't have time to list them all now, but you are certainly hearing from them tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Would not be able to come out here without them. I think I mentioned that every single time, but it's 100% true. They don't want to pay me if we're not obviously making money. We got some geese flying over the field here. Maybe there's some water around here, but here's your opening kickoff. Going to be fielded around the 5-yard line, bobbled a bit. Coming across the 15, the 20. It actually ends up being a good return. It's Johnny Hedrick who is able to shake some bodies. He's now to the 40, the 45, the 50. He's still on his feet to the Glendale 40, the 35. Jukes back to his left. He's still up, but he is finally pushed out of bounds. But a big, big, big return here for the Tigers has him deep within Glendale territory. Well, it didn't start out good. Kind of the story of the Waynesville way right now. Bobbled the kick, but picks it up, follows his men through the middle of the field, finds a sideline and eventually gets himself. They'll place the ball here at the 24-yard line, so just outside the red zone. And Waynesville sitting pretty here with a chance to maybe tie this game back up. They'll have to score first, though. As Castro comes back out, Josh Way, and now Michael Kelsey Jr. out on the field. It's a direct snap here to Kelsey Jr., comes through the left side of the line, has himself a solid gain here on first down. Within the red zone he goes now. Looks like that's going to be to the 17-yard line, so a nice pickup of 7 here on first down. So again, Kelsey Jr., 1,000-yard rusher last season. He's going to be kind of the guy. This is a Tigers team that will always bring athletes to the table. At the running back position, the wide receiver position, technically, in this wingback set. But Kelsey Jr. is, I think, that impact player. He's going to take it again here. He is past the 15 toward the first down marker. I think he's got it as a puddle forms around the 14-yard line. Might be. Yep, they're going to move the chains. It'll be first down and 10. 6:56 now left to go here in the first quarter. So first and 10 now, ball on the 13-yard line. Same set coming through here. Again, under center, Hayden King this year. Newcomer to the varsity starting lineup. Another direct snap here to Kelsey Jr., but this time he's got nowhere to go. He is stopped right at the line. Maybe loses something. We'll see where they put his forward momentum here. They'll say no gain, second down and 10. So good enough to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, Waynesville still in a good spot here, but need to get to the 4-yard line. Do not know if Waynesville has much of a kicking game here this year. They do have a kicker on the roster. The kicker they did line up was wearing a different number. Have to confirm who that might be. Another direct snap here to Kelsey Jr. on second down, looking toward his right, trying to go between the end. But again, he is stuffed at the line. He might lose one this time. So it'll be third down and 10. Well, again, they gave him line of scrimmage, so third down and 10, still on the 13. They are pushing him back. But what's Waynesville going to do here on this third down? Last year, Tigers' first touchdown came through the air. Kelsey Jr. again, the lone back. Castro takes the handoff. It's a handoff to the wing back here who's got some positive yardage. He's to the 10, but he's eventually taken down at about the 9-yard line on the carry. That was Leland Wright, a sophomore who we saw a little bit at the Jamboree. Again, he gets some positive yardage here, but only enough to make it about a 4th down and 6. So a big play maybe here for Waynesville. Looks like they have no intention of kicking here. They're going to go for it. Again, need to get to the 4-yard line. Just past the 5-minute marker here in this first quarter. It's Kelsey Jr. and Castro in the backfield. Snap is to Kelsey Jr. Bobbles the snap here. Has to try to go through the middle. He's got some yardage. It looks like he may have the first down. It's going to be close. I think he's got it. I think he's going to be spotted at the 3-yard line. So another bobbled snap, another bobbled football. Leads into another positive Waynesville play. It's first down and goal from the 3. Well, in the Jamboree, they scored a touchdown off a bobbled snap. The big kickoff return off a bobbled football. And now a first down, a 4th down conversion off a bobbled snap. I don't think that's what you draw up. I really don't. But it's what they're doing now. Tallahassee in the backfield alongside Kelsey Jr. You've got both backs back there. Man sent in motion. It's going to be a direct snap to Ossie. Takes a big hit. Falls backward, but toward the end zone. But he is going to be just shy here. It looks like they're going to put it in front of the 1-yard line. A literal half step away from the end zone. Ossie got ping-ponged a little bit, but able to hang on to that football. Good ball security there as he was hit hard at the line. And so Waynesville just a step away. It is second down and goal. Ossie, Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Man sent in motion. Another direct snap to Ossie. It's not going to get there. He's actually going to lose a little bit. Maybe back to the 1. It's going to be third down. Goal line plays were not Waynesville's forte last year. Remember, several turnover on downs. It is going to be third down and 2. They did place it at the 2. You got to take these points right here. This is a big set. Again, Kelsey Jr., he'll take the snap this time, trying to follow Aussie. He's roped away from behind, but he stays on his feet. He dives towards the end zone. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. Now Aussie takes it in for the score. And that'll bring the lead back to 1. It's 7-6. Actually, excuse me, it was Michael Kelsey Jr. on the carry. But the Tigers are going to go for 2. They did not try a single extra point all last season. And that's going to happen here. Going to look for the 2. Diving forward, it's close. No indication, but it looks like he didn't make it. So it is still going to be a Glendale lead. But Michael Kelsey Jr. takes it in from 2 yards out to score Waynesville's opening touchdown here this season. They trail by 1 at 7-6. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Tiger Football here on Z102.3.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest-standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey. Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Two-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. opens up Waynesville's scoring here for the season, but a failed 2-point conversion means Waynesville still trails by 1. 7-6, 3:18 left to go here in this first quarter. Nice kick, going to be fielded about the 3-yard line. Again, looking to return it up the right sideline, but he steps out of bounds. Much better kickoff coverage this time for the Tigers, as he'll be pushed out around the 20, well, they'll see, they're going to say the 21-yard line. So, again, about a 19-yard return here for the Falcons. Their first touchdown today, an 85-yard touchdown pass. That with about 8 minutes left to go in the quarter here, but Waynesville using a big return to set up an eventual, well, not the easiest drive for about 25 yards, but they got the job done. 3-man defensive front, 3 linebackers, and 5 in the backfield. Bobbled snap here for Dieters. Has to try to roll out, but he is picked up, and he is sacked. It looks like Santana and Perez are in on the play, and that's going to push him back to about the 13-yard line. That ball a little slippery here today. Dieters has trouble with the snap. Trying to recover, trying to roll out of the pocket, but Santana and Perez, they were already there. They wrap him up and make the play. But back to it here. Now 2nd down and about 15. Dieters has a snap this time. Looking for the screen play. Ball is caught across the middle. Going to be touched at about the 20. Gets a couple yards more as he's able to shake off one would-be tackler. He'll get past the original line of scrimmage. Looks to make it about 3rd down and 8.5. 3 wide receivers right. 2 wide receivers left. And again, Dieters all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap, 3-man rush once more. Looking toward the middle, has a man wide open, caught. Past the 40 to the 45 before he's eventually taken down just shy of midfield. On the tackle there. That was Amon Fowler for Waynesville, but Waynesville's going to have to look to tighten things up in that secondary. Too easy that time here on 3rd down. Just a simple slant route across the middle. Cameron Richardson. Easy catch and receive. Waynesville sending the blitz this time. Dieters moving to his left. Has a man on the sideline. Ball's caught, but he's immediately tackled. Getting to him immediately. Anthony Cortesini keeps it a medium gain here. Looking to be about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Clock continuing to wind down here in the first quarter. We'll say this has been a much quicker first quarter than what we saw in last year's game. You might remember last year's marathon. 2nd down and 6. Dieters dropping back. It's another screen here. Ball's again caught. He's past midfield to the 40 now. And again, that is Cameron Richardson on the catch. He's tackled at 39. It's first down and 10. Last year, he had plenty of penalties. You had lots of incomplete passes. Glendale, well, they never run the football. Ball game took just shy of 4 hours. Glendale took that one 48-32, if I remember correctly. It was an exciting way to begin my tenure here in Waynesville. So first down and 10, ball on the 39. Deers looking left. Steps up in the pocket, has some room to run, but he's going to throw, looking toward the sideline, and again, it's going to be caught. Did he keep his feet in bounds? They'll say yes, and it's going to be another first down and 10 here at the 20. That time the ball was caught by, again, yet another wide receiver, that time the sophomore Parker Toon. Glendale, no running backs on the roster. It's all wide receivers. As you might expect, the quarterback is the running back. Very similar to Waynesville. Dieter's another drop snap, though. That ball is still loose, and he has to fall on it, and he's going to lose about 14 yards. That ball just simply rolls right on by Dieters. Santana on the rush, trying to get to that football first, but Dieters did get there. And so it'll be a second down and 24. 40 seconds left to go. 3 wide receivers left again for Dieters. High snap, but he's able to handle it. Fakes a throw, now steps up again. Gonna throw, has the man on the slant, and again it's caught. That's gonna be about the 18-yard line, just past the original line of scrimmage. Yet another new name. Liam Warmington, a freshman, making the catch. And it's third down and 8. Again, Waynesville got the turnover on downs on the first drive of the game before giving up that long touchdown pass. Looks like that might be the final play, though, of this first quarter. Glendale just going to run out the clock. And so, it'll be a rather low-scoring first quarter, but Waynesville does trail by 1. 7-6 our score. Kelsey Jr., a 2-yard touchdown run for the Tigers. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football. Right here, it's Z102.3.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serve Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Back here once again at the campus of Glendale High School. 7-6 our score. We'll switch sides here, but again, Glendale knocking on the door. They are just about 18 yards away from putting up a second touchdown on the board. Connor Harbin here with you, Z102.3. The Tigers, well, their first touchdown today did come on a 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. Fake to Ossie, hand it off to Kelsey Jr. and let him take it in. But now the defense going to need to step up here. They have forced 1 turnover on downs in a very similar situation, but they'll need to do it again. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right, ball on the right hash. Dieters still the quarterback. 3-man defense in front for the Tigers. Looking towards his right, Dieters going to look toward the end zone, jump ball, but that ball is caught. Touchdown, Glendale. Dieters found himself the one-on-one coverage he wanted. Simply lobbing it over the top to his wide receiver. That is Trevor Heeman, a freshman wide receiver. Gonna assume the last name. Gonna assume related to head coach Joel Heeman, but it's a second touchdown pass for the Falcons here today. They make it 13-6, pending this extra point. So it's an 18-yard touchdown pass. And the extra point, well, coming up here. It is Trevor Heeman on to kick. Going to try to add on 1 more point for himself. Kick is up. It's actually blocked. Still rolling back here. Waynesville going to pick that up. It is a dead ball, and so it stays a 7-point game. But 11:53 left to go in this first half. The Tigers, they keep it within 7, but a 18-yard touchdown pass makes this 13-6. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs, and Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
And once again, welcome back here to Glendale High School, where we are looking at a 13-6 ball game. 11:53 left to go here in this first half. Glendale, a second touchdown pass today, 18 yards. Rex Dieters to Trevor Heeman, a freshman, playing his first varsity game, able to put himself on the board here. As again, Glendale takes a 7-point lead. Z102.3, another line drive kick. Going to be picked up off the bounce here at about the 15-yard line. Moving it forward here, that is going to be Tyquez Jones. Does take it to around the 32-yard line. So another solid return here. Gets him past the 30. And so we'll see what this Waynesville offense can do. Again, short field position their last drive. We're able to turn that into a touchdown on a 3rd down and goal. But again, going to have to go the long field. 1 punt, 1 touchdown today. See the personnel that comes out onto the field. Tallahassee, Brian Castro out there. Looks like your wingback. That's Rashad Joshua. Joshua sent in motion. Castro hands it off here to Ossie, who has nowhere to go up the middle. He's actually rejected here. He's going to be stopped and stood up about the 30-yard line, maybe a step in front of it. But it is going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12. Kellen Lindstrom on the tackle again. The Tennessee commit. The clock actually stops. They're trying to get that clock sorted out here. Reads 11:23 at the moment. They're trying to get the right numbers there. But it is Castro again. Ossie lined up to his left. Joshua lined up left side wing back. They put 11:30 back on the clock here. Now they'll start it. Sent in motion. Handoff again up the middle. Ossie into the second line. Spins off one would-be tackler. To the 40 he goes. Solid pickup here on 2nd down to set up a manageable 3rd down here. It's 3rd down and 3. Nope, they'll set it on the 39. How about 3rd down and 4? Well, maybe you shouldn't follow me. Got a neighbor in the press box here today, Alan Hilliard. Maybe some of you know him. Wants to be judgmental about my numbers. So it's 3rd down and 4. Direct snap here. Michael Kelsey Jr. on the carry. Trying to find space between the guard and tackle. He'll find a couple yards, no more. And it's going to be 4th down, maybe about 2 yards to go. It will be on the 41-yard line. Need to get to the 43. So, yes, 4th down and 2. Waynesville won 4th down conversion here today. We'll see if they go for it here. That would be a very big risky play. Remember, they will punt out of their normal formation if that is the plan. Looks like Brian Castro will also be the punter this year. But they can also run plays out of it, obviously, as it is their formation. It's pretty tricky to read. Castro is currently got about 3 yards back. Isn't moving yet, but they're looking for the false count. They're not going to get it. Trying to draw him off sides, and it will be leading to a timeout taken by Waynesville. So Glendale going to show some discipline there, and we'll still have 4th and 2 coming up here. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
4th down and 2 as we get back to it here after the Waynesville timeout. They've got 2 remaining here in this first half. Trying to get them with the false count, trying to draw Glendale off sides, but nothing doing there. So they will come up here, wing back to the right. Now a quick direct snap, but somebody might have jumped beforehand. Waynesville was looking to go for it, but that might end their plans there. It's false start called here on the Tigers. They were trying for the direct snap to Kelsey Jr. Can't really tell you who jumped. Seems like there was maybe a miscommunication there. Might have been the center who was a little bit late. But that does move it back here, 4th down and 7. Would be very shocked if Waynesville does not punt here. So he is going to drop back a few steps. Look like Waynesville going to punt the football away. Castro, much better kick this time. Trying to back up on it. Catch is actually made about the 25. He's got some room to run with it. He's to the 35, now looking for the right sideline. He's still got room. He's past midfield into the 45. Almost past to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be just a couple yards shy. He gets all the way down to the Glendale 38-yard line. And by that, I mean the Waynesville 38-yard line. They'll actually give him the 40. But ultimately, it's a net punt of 4 yards. Now, that's the risk sometimes when you punt out of that formation. Everybody's in there nice and tight. So if your defense can keep them all together, well, you'll have a lot of room to run. Glendale was quick to react on that. They got the return man back and, well, led to some damage. So Glendale short field here. 1st down and 10 on the Waynesville 40. Dieters in the pocket. Now stepping through here. Now going to dump the nice shovel pass forward. Gain of about 13. On the catch that time, Noah Goreforth. Glendale gets now to the 27-yard line. They'll give him gain of 13. I was right that time. You can trust me sometimes, Alan. 1st down and 10, 9.5 left to go in this first half. 3 wideouts left. Ball on the right hash. Dieters taking the snap, looking left. Under pressure, floats out to his right. Now looking for a man in the end zone. Ball is caught. No, it was knocked out. Big hit there for Waynesville. It would have been ball on about the 2-yard line, but it looks like getting there to make the tackle. Chris Scott knocks that ball loose. Big play. Busted coverage. Man was open, but Scott able to recover quickly enough to lay into it. Scott looks like he was actually covering Jackson Yates down the field, returner from last year, but Scott saw that ball in the air. Ball was floated a bit too much. So it is going to be 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Dieters again looking to throw. Santana trying to get through this big Glendale line. Here's another throw towards the end zone. That ball falls incomplete. But a late flag again. That's going to be another defensive pass interference. Tell you what, our back judge today, he's going to need to throw those flags a little bit quicker. He's waiting on it. Looks like Waynesville, for a brief moment, thought they were going to get away with it, but it is eventually going to be a defensive pass interference. And so, that'll be an automatic 1st down here for Glendale. 2nd time Waynesville's been flagged for pass interference today. And so it'll be 1st down now within the red zone. One of the things this season for Waynesville, you're going to have to try to avoid punishing yourself. We know last year they had a major problem with those defensive pass interference calls. They've got 2 here tonight. Dieter's looking to throw, dropping back, but again, it's that screen pass. Ball is caught. He's to the 12-yard line, now pushed backwards. We've got a flag in the secondary. And it looks like it was about, looks like maybe a loss of 1 originally. But we'll see where the flag comes in. It was thrown again around the end zone. We'll see what the indication is here. There was a Glendale body and a Waynesville body. We'll see. Still talking things over here. Looking towards the Waynesville sideline. It's holding called against Glendale. So holding is called here, and it looks like the penalty will be accepted. And so that'll back up the Falcons here, now down 2. Well, they'll place it here at about the... See where they eventually put it here. Should be 10 yards from the original spot. That it is. Ball on the 24-yard line. First down and 19. Well, yeah, the 23.5. It's first down and 19.5. That it is, but still first down for Glendale. Dieter's quick throw, slants across the middle. Ball is caught. Diving towards the end zone. He is just a half step short. But again, another slant route across the middle. Waynesville still having some problems in that secondary. And the Falcons knock on the door here for their 3rd touchdown. Potentially, for the first time, making this a 2-score game. Just another slant route across the middle. Big wide receiver, Cameron Richardson waiting there. He's just a sophomore. Already one of the biggest guys on the field. Even on the half-yard line here, 5 wide receivers. They are consistent, if anything. Dieters takes a snap here, moving toward his left, going to try to dive forward. He is in for the score. Touchdown, Glendale. So right now, the Falcons just carving up Waynesville's secondary. A defensive pass interference definitely didn't help matters. But it's a rare rushing touchdown here for the Falcons. 1 yard for Rex Dieters. That makes this a 19-6 football game, pending your extra point. 8:28 left to go here in the second quarter. So again, Trevor Heeman on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and away this time, and it is good. So with 8:28 left to go in the first half, Glendale takes themselves a 2-score lead. 20-6 our score. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to Tigers Football at Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invite you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
20-6 our score with 8:28 left to go in the first half. Glendale, a 1-yard touchdown run for quarterback Rex Dieters. 5 wide receiver set, takes it, jogs toward the sideline, waits for his moment, and dives on in. Again, Glendale never shifting from that 5 wide receiver set, even on their running plays. And so they do take their first 2-score lead. Waynesville going to try to, well, get back within 1. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3, back to receive. Johnny Hedrick. Kick is away. It's a high pooch kick. This ball's dangerous. It bounces. Waynesville able to keep the ball in their hands. He was able to keep it in his possession doing the job that time. That was Leland Wright. Kind of flirting with a late hit there, as Wright was actually almost out of bounds. But they'll place the ball here at about the 27-yard line. And so Waynesville trails by 14 here. Their touchdown today coming from a 2-yard Michael Kelsey run. Tao Ossie and Castro in the backfield. It'll be Ossie who gets the direct snap, looking to move toward the left sideline here. Jukes back toward his left. Finally gets past the line of scrimmage, but he lost the football. Is that ball still alive? Yes, it is. Glendale will pick it up, and it's Waynesville's first turnover of the season. And the Falcons will have themselves extremely short field. A big, big, big mistake there. So they'll give it to Glendale here at the 17-yard line. And tell you what, these last 4 minutes of this quarter, the wheels have kind of come off a little bit. Waynesville's first turnover of the season, and now Glendale can really kind of separate themselves a little bit here. They can find themselves the 16 yards they've needed. 3 wide receivers left in the shotgun. Ball on the right hash. Dieters taking the snap. Stepping up in the pocket now, moving toward his left, but he's going to be roped down and taken down at the quarterback sack. Looks like Mason Perez was one of the first to the ball. But I think the man who eventually took him down, that would be Thomas Reynolds. 6'1", 210 pounds. Senior defensive lineman eventually able to take him down. So, loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11. But again, shotgun with 3 left. Snap high, Dieters takes it, looking for the screen. Ball's caught, immediately hit though, and it's going to be another loss of 1. Looks like Chris Scott in on the tackle. Santana in there as well. Probably a few more Tigers, and that sets up 3rd down, and well, they'll say a loss of 2. So how about 3rd down and 14? 7.5 left to go in this first half. But again, ball on the right hash and 3 wide receivers left. To the right, 5 offensive linemen. Dieters looking toward his left, moving forward in the pocket, having to look toward the sideline, but again he's sacked. Perez getting in on the play that time. Mason Perez with the quarterback sack now. Make that 2 sacks here on this drive. Did he actually get that ball out? We'll see. No, he was able to push him out. I'm not crazy. How about ball on the 23-yard line? So how about 4th and 17? But 4 down territory. Glendale's going to look for it here. But we have a whistle before the snap, and we have a timeout taken by Glendale. So Glendale will take their first timeout of this first half. They've got 2 remaining. Back in 60, 6:45 left to go in the quarter. 20-6 in favor of the Falcons. Tigers football right here on Z102.3.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
Going for the end zone on 4th down and 17. That ball is knocked down, incomplete. Who's the man on the coverage? Believe that was Chris Scott who knocks it away. It's a turnover on downs. Tell you what, that's about as good as Waynesville's looked on defense here today. 2 sacks and a knockdown on 4th down. And they'll take over here, still trailing 20-6, but with the football back, 6:38 left to go in the quarter. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Like I said, that's probably the best Waynesville's looked today on the defensive side. As far as a solid whole drive there. They did get 1 turnover on downs earlier. In fact, the first drive of the game. And now we'll see if Waynesville can drive. New formation here, 4 wide receivers, but it's still handoff up the middle. Kelsey Jr. snaking through into the secondary. He's got the first down. It's a gain of 11. That 4 wide receiver set usually seen when Waynesville goes to the air, but that time just a simple handoff. Kelsey Jr. up the middle. And he's got 11 yards for the first down. Castro still in at quarterback again. Only quarterback here listed on the roster with Bishop Godwin down to injury. We now know he is going to be gone for the whole season. And so, Castro, a junior, saw him just a little bit last year. He is the guy, sending a man in motion. Another handoff here, Kelsey Jr. Much less success this time, but still gets a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. So Waynesville will sometimes, when they get into this 4 wide receiver set, they will run it pretty much the rest of the way. They like to run it in bunches. With the different personnel that they can run, again, Kelsey Jr. currently in as the halfback. Him and Alcee have been pretty much dividing those snaps on the touchdown drive, on the field at the same time. Now back to the wingback set. Josh Way lined up to the right. Castro takes a snap, bobbles it, ball ends up loose. They've got a dive on it. It looks like Josh Way was able to get back on it, but it's going to be 3rd down and deep, as Josh Way had to come back to it. That ball was bobbled in the backfield by Castro. Trying to recover it in time for the handoff, wasn't able to. Ball ricochets off of Josh Way and back to the 31-yard line. So it's a loss of 6, leading us to 3rd down and 14. Make sure you stick around at halftime. We'll go over the scoring summary. No stats this year. Flying solo, I've got a lot of things to worry about, so unfortunately, can't really keep my own stats. Well, we'll talk about Waynesville football and, well, all things Waynesville athletics and even some other teams. We've got a whistle here and a timeout. Timeout taken by Waynesville, so that'll be timeout number 2 taken by the Tigers here in this first half, leading us to another 60-second timeout, 20-6 with 4:33 left to go in this first half. You listen to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Well, it's a 3rd down and long here for the Tigers after the muffed play here. Now another ball getting behind Waynesville. Trying to fall on it this time. Ball is still loose, and that ball is going to be scooped up this time by Glendale, and they're going to be within the 5-yard line. 2 straight fumbles here for the Tigers, and this one very, very costly. The first one put him in the red zone, but this one's going to put him at the 5-yard line. And so, well, we'll see if the defense can make a second quick stop. I'll tell you what, the one thing we didn't really see from the starters in the Jamboree was any kind of muffed snap or bobbled football. 2 in a row that time. That can't be a recurring issue. Can't. 2 straight turnovers here on offense for the Tigers. So the Falcons line up here, 1st down and goal. They'll give it on the 4. But they are still going to line up. You guessed it, 5 wide receivers. The only real question is, well, which side did they put the 3 on? This time it's going to be on the right. The ball's on the left hash. Peter, shotgun, takes it. Stepping up forward. It's a design quarterback carry. Reaching forward. He gets about 3. Might give him the 2, might give him the 1. But they'll be knocking on the door. That was a design quarterback sneak all the way. See if they maybe go back to it here. But they'll actually now put Kellen Lindstrom in the backfield. I think I know what they might be doing here. Lindstrom, a big guy back there. Nope, it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Dieters. Actually hitting the backfield and taken down. So it's going to be third down. Maybe throwing out Lindstrom is kind of a false flag there. Definitely got me thinking about it. But Lindstrom, again, a big guy. Don't have his height and weight on the roster. I'll tell you, he's bigger than Dieters, and if I remember, Dieters standing about 6'1". Now Lindstrom taking off here. They'll swap him out for Lucas Rich. He'll take his place out at wideout. Back to the 5 wideout set. Waynesville, 3 offensive front. Dieters looking for the slant across the middle. Flag on the defensive pass interference. And that's going to be another automatic first down. Waynesville trying to play catch-up on the slant across the middle. Intended receiver was Cameron Richardson. And Waynesville's going to again be flagged for defensive pass interference. Had him on third down here, but now it's going to be first down. Got an earthquake here in the press box. Somebody fell up on the roof. Got me scared a little bit. Came right up from above us, Alan. They crashed through. I'm putting you. I'm jumping underneath you. Got to save myself. My survival instincts. First down and 1. Dieters takes it, moves to his left, punches through the line. Did he reach over? He's still short. They're going to say no, he did not. Glendale thought he had it. But they're going to say no, he came short. He's going to be about a step shy. But it will be second down and about a half yard, actually. Thought it was an automatic first down. They still have fourth down over on the chains. But I think it's still second down. I don't think they ever changed it there. 2:45 left to go in the quarter. And now we have a timeout taken here by the Tigers. Well, I'll try to figure out what's going on here, but the Tigers, we do know, they have taken themselves a timeout. 2:47. Tell you what, let's go ahead and keep it right here. They've still got fourth down on the chains and up on the board. They having a party up there or what? I'm not quite sure, but somebody's knocking around up there. But anyway, let me tell you about what's coming up here. Next week, again, the Frisco League softball tournament. We'll start over on Monday. We've got ourselves 2 games, 5 and 7. We'll follow that up on Tuesday with 2 more games for you. Again, start time 5 and 7. Then we'll take Wednesday off. Thursday, 2 more games. Then Friday, championship day. Unfortunately, we won't be able to join you for that one, as we will be, obviously right here, Z102.3, Waynesville versus Parkview. That being played in Tigertown. So they've still got fourth down here. I might have missed something, but it is fourth down about a half step. Lindstrom in the backfield alongside Dieters. Dieters takes a snap, looking to keep it. Jukes back toward his left. Pile forms. Did he get himself in? They are going to say no. They're going to say he's short, and I think that's actually going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they're going to swap it out there. I thought the pass interference led to the first down. I'll tell you what, maybe my rules knowledge falling a little bit shy here, but we'll just call it as we see it. Waynesville, they're going to take over in the ultimate short field here. Ball on the 1-yard line. But for the second straight drive, they've got themselves a turnover on downs. Glendale needed 5. They didn't find the 5. Do like what I'm seeing here from the defense. They're being asked to do a lot today. They've gotten beat on a couple plays. Obviously, the 85-yard touchdown throw back in the first quarter. But now 3 turnover on downs. But the offense going to have to find themselves out of the end zone here. Ball on the 1 yard. Snap to Michael Kelsey Jr., but it looks like it's going to be close. Did he get himself out of the end zone? Nope, safety. The offense wasn't able to push out of the end zone, and so put 2 up on the board, and the ball will come back over to the Falcons. So Glendale does eventually get some kind of points here. 22-6 our score. 2:35 left to go in the first half. We'll come back in 60. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
A safety picked up here by the Glendale defense. As Waynesville got the turnover on downs, unfortunately they were standing at their own 1-yard line. Tried to hand the ball off to Kelsey Jr. Wasn't able to break through. And so with 2:35 left to go in this first half, score now stands Glendale 22 and Waynesville 6. So Waynesville will have to kick it off from deep in their own field here. They'll have to kick it off from the 20-yard line. Way on back there. But most likely going to be good field position here for Glendale. But it's a great kick that actually backs up this Falcon return team. That ball's still rolling all the way into the end zone. They will get themselves a touchback. Well, nice kick. Almost stopped there at the 1. Return man was waiting to see if that ball had to be picked up. So that ball falls into the end zone here, and it is going to be a touchback, which means he'll put that football at the 20-yard line. So, take back what I said about the good field position. It'll be pretty standard fare here for the Falcons, but we've seen Falcons haven't had too much problem in moving the football here today. First time we've seen them back in their own field, though, for quite some time. They'll probably look to open up the field here. 5 wide receivers with Dieter still in at quarterback. Got Hedrick in the backfield. And by that, I mean in the secondary, along with Dalen Registe. Briss Scott as your safety. Looks like also in the backfield, Aiden Moust. Now we have a whistle and a timeout here taken by the Falcons. Looks like a miscommunication there between sideline and quarterback. And so Glendale will take their second timeout. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining here. We've got 2.5 minutes left to go in this half. You're listening to Tigers football right here, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
And how about another quarterback sack as we get back to it here? Waynesville able to once again fly on through here. Did not catch who got in there. But again, that does force Glendale back here to about their own 13 here. Sets up 2nd down and 17, 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in this half. Both teams 1 timeout remaining. Again, Dieter's looking toward the air. Screen play. Ball is dropped. Ball is loose, picked up, but it is whistled dead. And so it'll be incomplete. 3rd down and 17. 2 consecutive turnover on downs here for this Waynesville defense, but they do still trail here 22-6. 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 touchdown on the ground for the Falcons of Glendale, 1 touchdown on the ground for Waynesville. A 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. But again, the Falcons, they have 1 timeout to work with. We'll see if they work the sidelines. Trying to move up the field here. Dieters again looking to throw. Looking deep, going to throw it down the sideline. No, the middle of the field. That ball was tipped by Scott. Still had a chance of being caught, but it does fall incomplete. And it'll be 4th down and a long way to go. 4th down and 17. Might see the first time for the first time, the Glendale punting unit. Chris Scott again on the coverage. Maybe had a chance to pick that ball off. Had to settle for the tip, but again, even then, almost tipped it in a spot where Cameron Richardson, the intended receiver, could have hauled it in. Played with fire there, but still a good play by Scott to get a hand on it. Might have been easier for Richardson had he not gotten that hand on it. Always have to do what you can. So, punting unit on the field. Ball is up and away. It's a skied punt. Hedrick, the return man, going to let it bounce. Actually bounces right to him, so he's going to try for a return. He's back to midfield before he's eventually taken down here by a couple of Falcons. We'll see where they spot it here. Maybe just shy of the 50. They'll give him the Waynesville 49-yard line. So Waynesville back out into the field here. Chance to make it a 1-score game. They have 1 timeout and a minute 43 left to go in this half. Waynesville last scored with about 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. It's been a struggle on offense. 2 turnovers and the safety. Those muff snaps have been a problem. And again, after the turnover on downs, it did leave him at the 1. Just weren't able to power it through. And so back to the 4 wide receiver set, 2 to each side. In the backfield, Tau Alcey. Castro takes the snap, looking toward the air. Has the curl routes, the comebackers, but ball falls incomplete. Trying to find Tyquez Jones on the play. It's honestly open, but the ball thrown just a little bit too low. Maybe Jones not ready for it as he turned around. So it will be 2nd down and 10. 7 seconds run off the clock. Got to be careful not to leave Glendale too much time if this drive stalls out. And there's a Falcons team that can strike from pretty much anywhere on the field. We saw that their first touchdown today when it went 85 yards. But it is still 4 wideouts, 2 to each side. Handoff this time, Tauasi up the middle. Across midfield he goes to the 46-yard line of Glendale. Gain of 4, 3rd down and 6. See if Glendale takes this time out. They will not. So we'll see if, what Waynesville plans to do here. It is 3rd down. A minute 15 now. 2 wideouts left and right again. Josh Way, and it looks like also out there on the right. Looks like that's Charlie Getz looking for the pass out in the screen. Has Ossie. Ossie up the sideline. He's trying to break free. He's past the 30, but he's tackled out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Just threw it to Ossie in the flat and uses his get-up-and-go speed to sprint up the sideline where he's pushed out. They'll say the 30. Always a couple yards off on these plays that go out the sideline. Got to remember, it's where he steps out of bounds and not where he ends up. But it is enough for the 1st down and 10 here with just under a minute, 58.5. Waynesville most likely going to look to be aggressive here and look for this score. Could bring it back again to 1 score. That would, of course, need a 2-point conversion. Currently trailing by 16. Another handoff to Ossie here, past the 30. Pushing forward to about the 29, 28-yard line. Now 52.9 seconds. And now that'll lead to a timeout taken here by Waynesville. No, excuse me, Glendale. So Glendale will take their final timeout. Looks like we've got no timeouts remaining for either side here. And that means we'll take a 30-second timeout here. They've been coming back rather quickly, so we'll take 30, come right back. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
Coming out of the timeout here, 52.9 seconds left to play in the half. 22-6 our score. Waynesville trails the Glendale Falcons. But Waynesville, they have a chance here. Need 28 yards to the end zone. 2nd down and 9. Either side with any timeouts remaining here. Waynesville trying to get it done. 4 wide receivers. Castro looking to pass, rolling out to his right. He's looking deep. He's looking for it all. That ball is caught. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. 29 yards for the score. Rashad Joshua there for the reception. And Brian Castro, he has his first touchdown of the year. Well, I'll tell you what, there you go. Waynesville showing the aerial game. Joshua. Again, not the biggest guy, but he snuck right on through, and then a great ball there from Castro to put it right where only Josh Wade could get to it. So a 2-point conversion would make this a 1-score game. This is a big play right here. Otherwise, it remains 2 scores. Big thinking Alan Hilliard for the replay. Got it a couple times there. What a great ball by Castro. So line it up here, wing back. That's Josh Wade to the right, sent in motion. Hands it off to Josh Way. He's going to be at the goal line. He's in there for the score. Back to 1 score we go. Back to 8 at 22-14. So Josh Way, he gets the touchdown reception, and then he gets the touchdown or the 2-point conversion on the ground to make it 22-14 with 44.8 seconds left to go here in this quarter. So they'll still need to play the defensive side of the ball, but back to 8. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy 1 Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card. And get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
Well, back here onto the campus of Glendale High School, 22-14 our score, a 29-yard touchdown pass. Brian Castro to Rashad Joshua. There was an injured Falcon on the play. Carson McTagg, one of the senior captains for this team. He was hurt, but he is able to walk off here. And so, you love to see it. You hate to see injuries, especially so early on in the season. Waynesville already knows that in a big way with your senior quarterback, Bishop Godwin, going down to injury. But as we saw there, Waynesville perhaps still in good hands as Castro, again, a beautiful ball over the top past 2 would-be defenders to find his man Rashad Joshua. And so, 44.8 seconds left to go in the half here. Waynesville still going to need to play themselves a little bit of defense here. Remember, this is a Glendale offense that can score from pretty much anywhere. but you did give yourself a little chance here. Back to one score. Remember, Waynesville will receive the second half kickoff. Big touchdown, perhaps, in the grand scheme of things. Waynesville set to kick it away. Approaching the football, it's up and away. Line drive kick. Again, over the top. This one's going to be taken for a touchback. And again, it's going to start here at the 20-yard line. Again, your kicker not listed on the roster, wearing number 39. So, going to have to get a name here maybe during halftime. I'll have my ways here. I believe we do have some Waynesville personnel up here that I can maybe quickly ask before they head off into the locker room. But we have 44.8 seconds left to go in the half. But neither side with any timeouts. Waynesville just going to need to make sure they guard those sidelines. 5 wide receiver set, 1 man set in motion. Dieters again the quarterback, taking the snap, looking toward the left. He's looking for the sideline, he's looking for the big play. That ball is overthrown, caught on the sideline. On the catch there, that's Glendale's Andrew Ramos, sophomore defensive lineman, but it is going to rule incomplete. 2nd down and 10, 5 seconds run off the clock, 39.6 now left to go in the half. Again, stay for the halftime show. We'll talk about this game that we've seen thus far. We'll also talk about a little bit more what to expect with Waynesville and Frisco League athletics. Dieters stepping up in the pocket, chased down by Perez, hit as he throws. Again looking for the deep ball, jump ball, and that ball is dropped, incomplete. Deep down the field, 2 men on the coverage there. Looks like one of the men back there, that was Aiden Most. You had Chris Scott back there, I believe, as well. That ball floated enough that you really could have got 4 or 5 guys down there. But it looks like Most might have been the one who got his hand on that football. And so that play runs 8 seconds off the clock, 31.2 now. 3rd down and 10. We'll see if Glendale continues to be aggressive here, or they might just try to run down this clock. Remember, Waynesville does not have any more timeouts. But Glendale maybe looking for the big play. Again, Jeter's looking to throw, but he's taken down and sacked once more. Another sack for this Waynesville defense. He's all the way back now to the 7-yard line. Unfortunately, that clock's going to run, and that's pretty much going to be the half. Waynesville, no more timeouts. But a big ending to the half here for the Tigers, and they'll go back into the locker room here with a 1-score deficit, but they do again receive that football at the start of the 3rd quarter. So again, a 29-yard touchdown pass brings it back to within 1 score, 22-14, our halftime score. Waynesville trailing by 8 to the Glendale Falcons. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take ourselves a couple of minutes here for a quick timeout. We will come back, and then we'll talk some things over here. Again, no stats this year, or at least no stats for now, but we still got plenty of things to talk about. We got your box score, and we've got other Waynesville athletic things to talk about too. So, again, back in a couple minutes. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest-standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold.
cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serve Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs, and Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, units starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Once again, back here at the campus of Glendale High School, we are at halftime. A little bit of halftime entertainment for the crowd that has shown up here today. A rather large crowd here at Glendale High School. Of course, the home crowd right in front of us. The Waynesville faithful across the way over on the visitors' side. 22-14 our score. We've got about 17 minutes left to go in this halftime period, but Waynesville does trail by 8. But they are in a bit of a fortunate situation. Got that touchdown right before the end of the half, and, well, they'll get the football first here in the second half after deferring the opening kickoff. So let's go ahead and take a look at that box score. The scoring got going rather early. Actually, after a couple of, stop-and-go drives for both sides, it was an 85-yard touchdown pass. It was Rex Dieters up the left sideline, found his man Alex Clifford for an 85-yard score, and after the extra point put Glendale up 7-0. Fortunately for Waynesville, they were able to strike back later on in the quarter with about 3 minutes left to go in the period when Michael Kelsey Jr. found pay dirt for the first time here in this game, found himself a 2-yard run up the middle to make it 7-6 after a failed 2-point conversion. We moved on to the second quarter, and just 25 seconds into the period, it was a second Glendale touchdown. It was Rex Dieters who hit his man. That would be Trevor Heeman from 18 yards, made it 13-6, and then Glendale would follow that up a few minutes later, 8:28 left to go in the quarter, with a 1-yard touchdown run from Rex Dieters. That would be Glendale's final touchdown, but not their final points of the quarter, as after a turnover on downs on the Waynesville 1-yard line, the Waynesville offense unfortunately got pushed back in their own end zone, giving Glendale a safety that had made it 22-6. But with 44.8 seconds left to go in the period, it was Brian Castro who put a ball near the pylon in the right side of the end zone, found his man Rashad Joshua for the final score of the period. 2-point conversion made it 22-14. So again, Waynesville, they trail by 1 possession here. They trail by 8, and they will get the football first. So a big drive to start this second half. As a touchdown here, well, then the 2-point conversion, you can make this a brand new ball game with just 2 quarters left to go. So, an exciting contest to open up the season, but again, wanted to talk a little bit about what we've got coming up here. Again, I forgot to bring the bracket with me. I told myself I should have done it, but the Frisco League softball tournament coming up on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. We will have 3 of those days for you on our stations. It all starts on Monday. 2 games for you there. It'll be 5 and 7, or about 5 and, well, whenever the first game finishes. And we'll have 2 games for you the next day as well, 5 and 7. So we'll do about a 10-minute pregame on those 2 days. We'll get going here with the broadcast at about 4:50 or so. And then, of course, we'll wrap up our coverage of the tournament on Thursday with, again, another 5 and 7 o'clock start. Friday, that's championship day. Again, that's in Lakeway, but we will be in Waynesville. We'll be in Tigertown as the Tigers play host to the Parkview Vikings on the gridiron that same evening. But a lot to come up here. We also got Waynesville softball as well. We'll also have our kind of Frisco League game of the week, if you will. We'll kind of rove around a little bit. We'll kind of see what I can see. Already have a few games on the schedule. Pretty much have my schedule worked out here for the season. Do believe the next place, or the first game in that regard, that'll be in Richland. We're looking at a September the 7th game. Richland will play host to Lakeway, who will, of course, host that Frisco League tournament next week. But again, here in Glendale, 22-14, our score. Waynesville trailing by 8. Let's take another couple of minutes here. We'll come right back. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment. Call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
And once again, welcome back here to the campus of Glendale High School. Still at halftime. We've got about 9 more minutes left to go in our halftime period. 22-14 our score. Waynesville currently trailing, but a last-minute touchdown pass. Brian Castro to Rashad Joshua, bringing them back within 8 after Joshua was also able to convert the 2-point conversion there as well. So it's Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Well, when you take a look at that first half, I think you can really kind of identify 2 big things here in this game. Well, one, you got to keep pressuring Rex Dieters. Dieters, when he's had time to throw today, he has been lethal. But we've seen him get pressured, especially late into this half. And if you can get there, you can definitely cause some problems. Waynesville, definitely this defensive line has been impressive tonight. They've got 4 sacks, hopefully the first sacks of many more to come here this season. The second thing, well, you really just can't get beat by the big play. I think that really goes without saying, but when Glendale has been at their most dangerous here today, it's when they've tried to go for it all. Their first touchdown today, 85 yards to score. And of course, the second biggest play, I think was, well, you've actually gotten a couple defensive pass interferences in there, and that's kind of its own bullet point there. You got to make sure you're playing clean back there in the secondary. Last season it was a problem. So far tonight, it's been a little bit of a problem there as well. But if you're able to do that, and you're able to keep guarding against the big play, especially when they're looking towards those sidelines, you're going to force them to make shorter plays. And if you can keep Glendale kind of in this, well, they have to run 10 to 12 plays per drive, it gives you more opportunities to succeed. This is a Glendale offense that really just wants to explode on you. So far, Waynesville has done a fairly decent job of doing that, even if the scoreline currently doesn't really show that right now. But on offense, I think the story is Waynesville's just got to get more of a push up front. Right now, it's been a tough time going here for this running game. It's a tall task. Like we said at the top of the broadcast today, going against a D1 commit in Kellen Lindstrom, who's going to Tennessee next season. He's obviously on the defensive line. He is obviously quite the challenge there, but you just got to keep digging down and pushing through. We've seen a couple of big gains, an 8-yard gain here, a 7-yard gain there, but you just got to keep working here. You got to dig down in the second half, especially in what is a close ball game. Also got to keep winning the field position battle. We've seen some interesting field positions here today, especially on the defensive side. Waynesville's defense forcing the turnover on downs on a drive that started on the 25-yard line, forcing another turnover on downs that started on the 5-yard line. But you can't let Glendale into those situations in the first place. That's really something on the offense. Got to control those snaps. Got to make sure that you don't turn the ball over needlessly like they did. But all in all, fairly solid half. Lots to build on here for the Tigers. Definitely a lot to like. You really like that touchdown pass at the end. We've always said, everybody's always said, if Waynesville can develop a passing game, they will be a pretty good football team. That pass does give you a lot of hope. Obviously, it's just one pass in the grand scheme of things, but if you can do that consistently, you're going to be a good spot here for the weeks to come. So, hey, we've got now 5.5 minutes left to go in this halftime period. Actually, most likely about 8. We'll probably most likely throw 3 minutes back up on the clock here. Let's go ahead and take another timeout. We'll come back in a few minutes. We'll continue on with our halftime coverage. 22-14 our score. Glendale leads Waynesville here in Springfield. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy 1 Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card. And get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that. Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Orange
get you cold.
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And once again, welcome back here to Glendale High School, where we are again about 2.5 minutes away in this halftime period from getting back going here. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful evening here today. That was the first half that took about just over an hour to complete here, so making good time again on what was an 8 o'clock kickoff. Again, moved back because of the heat. As far as I know, I haven't been outside in quite a while. It's definitely started to cool down. I actually look over at Alan, who is actually sweating a little bit over there, so maybe not. But I can tell you it is going to cool down this weekend, so that is the good news. It is going to be, I believe, 91 tomorrow, and then it'll drop like a rock, like something like 81 degrees coming up on Sunday, and then we'll have 80s all of next week. So should be fantastic weather for the Frisco League softball tournament. And also, for that home game coming up again, Waynesville going to be at home against Parkview coming up next Friday. And so, well, I might see if we can find at some point here in this second half some scores for you. Honestly, forgot where I was checking scores last year, but we'll see if we can find a little bit of live scoring for you. My temporary assistant, Alan Hilliard, sounds like he knows where to go there. So we'll let him do that. We'll kind of follow that thread a little bit later on. But again, week one for pretty much 90% of the teams here in the state, if not all of them. 8-man to Class 6. Waynesville playing in Class 6 for the first time here this season in a district with Nixa, Ozark, Joplin, and Kickapoo. I imagine your district tournament is going to be your number one team gets the bye. The rest of the teams, I knew it was there. I should have known all along. But, hey, thanks a lot, man, as we take a look here. Lebanon and Parkview currently playing right now. 34-0 here at the half. The Yellow Jackets, again, pretty much the consensus number one pick in the Ozark Conference here this season. They are definitely taking it to task. Carthage leads Republic 7-0. That actually is not a Waynesville District game. What is a Waynesville District game? Joplin and Branson. Joplin leading the Pirates 14-7. Here at the half. Ozark, that's a conference game, or that's a district game. They lead Carl Junction 20-7. And just because I can, my alma mater, Nevada, Missouri, they are leading Springfield Catholic 31-0 here at the half. So it looks like that's pretty much all the scores we've got. We'll check in on that a little bit later to see if anything changes from there. But we are ready to go here for the second half. Again, it is going to be Glendale set to kick it away. And will be Waynesville back to receive. Back there to receive the kick. Looks like it is going to be Rashad Joshua on the return duties. Again, a touchdown reception today for him. 29 yards from Brian Castro to bring it back to within 8, which is where we currently stand. Also back to receive, you have two players on the second line. Looks like Leland Wright. You also have back there, that is Anthony James as well. Two players we definitely saw quite a bit of in the Jamboree. We've seen a little bit of Leland Wright here today. So kickoff is away. It's another pooch kick. Who's going to handle this one? It's actually going to bounce toward the sideline. Has to get on it. Leland Wright is there to pick it up. And so the drive will start at about the 35-yard line. Leland Wright quick thinking there to slide up on that football and make the grab to give the Tigers their first possession of the half. They'll place the ball at the 33-yard line. So 24 minutes to decide a winner here in this one. And this Waynesville offense will come back onto the ground. 2 touchdowns, the 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. got him started today. Time had made it 7-6. And the 29-yard touchdown pass we previously mentioned, Brian Castro to Rashad Joshua. See if they can get the running game going here. Haven't been able to break through just yet with any big runs. They come out, though, in this 3 wide receiver left stance. To pistol formation otherwise, man sent in motion. Hand off here to Tal Ossie, who dives forward for 2 yards. Maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage here. Looks like he started his dive behind the line of scrimmage. Gains 1, 2nd down and 9. Again, they've gotten a few 7 and 8 yard gains, but no big runs just yet. Biggest play for Ossie, that would be that throw out to the flats, where he's able to find himself a solid chunk. That through the air. Waynesville passing game has found some moments. Perhaps we've seen more of it here in this second half. 4 wide receivers set. Again, pistol formation for Castro. Ossie in the backfield. Castro takes the snap, looking toward the left side here. Has the slant. That ball is tipped and intercepted. That ball is going to be picked off here. Tackled at about the 28-yard line. That was the previously injured Falcon, Carson McTagg. That ball was tipped into the air. McTagg, right place, right time. And to tell you what, might have jinxed it a little bit there as the first pass of the second half here leads to a interception for Glendale, giving them, again, excellent field position. Their drive will start here at the 27-yard line. Well, that's a bit rough here for the Tigers. Stephens again asked to come up in a big spot as McTagg again coming up a little bit slow off the sideline. That was the man who made the interception. But that's their 3rd turnover of the game for Waynesville. 2 fumbles and now an interception. So Rex Dieters in at quarterback, 3 wide receivers left. Ball is on the right hash. 1st down and 10 again from the 28-yard line. Waynesville sending blitz, definitely trying to add some pressure here, but they have a man across the middle. Ball's caught. Immediately tackled. Ball actually pops loose. Who's going to fall on it? It's about at the 20-yard line. It looks like Glendale might have actually gained some yards off of that, as they will actually fall on the football. There is a Tiger slow to get up, still on the ground here. Looks like recovering the fumble was Glendale's Camden Bellamy. But there is still a Tiger hurt. So let's go ahead and take a timeout here as they attend to the injured player on the field. We'll see if we can get a number for you as we take our break. 10:50 left to go here in this third quarter. 22-14, Glendale controls the football. You're listening to Tiger Football, 9NZ 102.3.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Football on 102.3 FM. Our game has been brought to you by Life Care Center, Post-Spawn, Action Automotive, Air Serve Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage.
Well, apologies on that. We're not closing this one yet. I wasn't paying attention to the cue. Apologies there, but Chris Scott was the injured Tiger. He did come off the field under his own power. It's 2nd down and 1. Dieter's looking toward the flat here, but he has nowhere to throw, and he is sacked. Another Waynesville Tiger sack. Make it number 5. Waynesville, an excellent job guarding the flat. Dieter's nowhere to go. Couldn't throw the football. Had no choice but to eat the sack. But now we have ourselves another injured player. This time it's an injured Falcon. So another injury here for Glendale, which means we'll move on into another break. This time we'll go ahead and get some sponsors out there. We'll be back as they attend to the injured player on the field. Still 22-14 in favor of Glendale. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs, and Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Back here once more at Glendale High School. Trainers still out onto the field attending to the injured Glendale Falcon on that previous play. Did not see what went down there, but it looks like they are working out the leg. So it looks like an injury to the leg here, but both teams have been called back here to the sidelines. Again, trying to get a number here, but I just can't seem to get a number. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more scores here from around the area. Again, we did get one update from a score I think I maybe overlooked there, but Nixa, another new district rival for the Waynesville Tigers, they are currently up on Webb City 14-7 there at the half, and what really might be the game of the week when you look at the state as a whole. Obviously, Webb City powerhouse for many, many years off near the Joplin area, and of course Nixa here around the Springfield area. Nixa Class 6, Webb City Class 4, but it is Class 6 Nixa who currently leads that one 14-7. Let's just go down the line here. Carthage, they lead Republic, like I said earlier, 7-0. Mount Vernon tied with McDonald County at 7 apiece. McDonald County, a district foe for West Plains, Bolivar, and Hillcrest of the Ozark Conference. Camdenton and Rolla, we got a score from that game. Camdenton, they lead Rolla by 7 here at the moment. That one's 21-14. As they say in the second quarter. Don't know if that might be the half or not. Again, Lebanon, they lead Parkview 34-0. That is at the half. Joplin leads Branson 14-7. And then Ozark leads Carl Junction 20-7. So those are the scores that really mean the most here to Waynesville, as they do help the injured Falcon off the field. Well, they were able to get him off the field. Did not notice the number. Oh, there he is. Then he dropped back down there. Thought it might have been 63. It is definitely a lineman. That might be Saul Spurgeon. That would be a big loss for the Falcons on that offensive line. He was one of the returners from last year's team. He was being asked to anchor the line this season. But Dieters, again, looking to pass here on third down about 8. They're looking for the end zone. It's one-on-one, almost intercepted by Hedrick, but it does fall incomplete. And it leads to a 4th down and 8 here for the Falcons. Nicely done there by Hedrick on the one-on-one coverage. 3 interceptions last season for the returner. One of those 6 returners on defense. Apologies. Do believe 6 is the right number there, but either way, Hedrick, 6-foot-tall senior, gets it done. But Glendale looking for the 4th down conversion. They are in 4-down territory. 3 wide receivers right in a bunch. Dieters looking to pass, looking toward the sideline. That ball is caught, but was he in front of the marker? He might have been short. See where they spot it here. They're going to spot it awfully close. Are they going to measure this? Waynesville's offense out into the field. Out comes the Glendale defense. And it looks like they're going to give a turnover on down. So there you go. Once again, Waynesville's defense coming up strong there. Maybe not on that particular play, but they did what they needed to do. They kept Glendale in front of the marker. And they'll get the offense another chance here. 10 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. So Waynesville going to need to cut down on the turnovers here. An interception ended last time's drive. It is going to be pistol formation here. Joshua, Tyquez Jones in the backfield. It is a handoff to Joshua as he bounces out toward the right. Now having to try to cut back up the middle. He is taken down there by the big man. That's Kellen Lindstrom on the tackle. And it looks like he might lose a couple inches here. 2nd down coming. So it's about 2nd down and 10. We'll say 2nd down and 10. He did lose, like I said, about a step or so. Had to make quite an effort to at least get back to around the line of scrimmage. As they line up once again, pistol formation with Jones and another wide receiver out right. Castro taking the snap, rolling out to the right, being chased down by Lindstrom, going to throw it. That ball is caught around the first down marker. Was he able to catch that ball? They're going to say yes. It's going to be short, but it's going to be third down and short on the catch. Braylon Scott, tight end here for the Tigers, making his first reception of the season. Junior, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. Ball a little low, but Scott able to bring it in. Actually, they'll say first down here. So, apologies there. Got across the line here, new set of downs. Castro again takes a snap, this time a handoff. Michael Kelsey Jr. up the middle. Bounces off one defender here, actually able to regain his footing as he moves toward the 38-yard line here. That'll be a solid pickup here, about 7 or 8. Second down and 3. So a little bit of life here for the Waynesville offense. They'll send 2 out wide. One man, Braylon Scott. The other man, Charlie Getz. Again, looks like Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Fake handoff. Castro running out toward the left here. He's going to try to take it himself here, but he's got himself a couple yards. He's going to be short of the first down marker. Again, Castro not quite the runner that Godwin would be. But Castro does take it himself there. Good fake. Actually had himself some room. Would have liked to seen him commit just a little bit more. I think there was a little bit of hesitation there. And I think if he used that get up and go, he might have gotten across the line there. But still 2 yards, sets up third down and short. Still pistol formation with Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Castro takes the snap, looking to pass, but a flag is thrown. See what we get. 7:32 left to go in the third here. Call is false start against Waynesville. And that makes it a little bit tougher here on the Tigers. From 3rd and 1, we go to 3rd and 6. Ball pushed back now to the Waynesville 34-yard line. Time continues to tick, tick, tick away. 7.5 left to go. Gets out to the right, Scott out to the left. Again, Castro takes a snap, starting to roll out to his left, looking toward the sideline. That ball again tipped and almost picked off, but it ultimately falls incomplete, 4th down and 6. Not sure where Castro was going with that throw. We know Scott was over in that area. Didn't quite see him there. That ball might have been a misfire, and it is going to be 4th down and 6. So we'll see what Waynesville does here. They're in their own territory. 4th down and medium distance to go. We'll see if they run that step back punt. That looks to be the indication. Glendale not sending anybody back to receive said punt. It's going to kick. We'll see where the roll goes. It bounces out of bounds. Actually, no, bounces. Woo! No, they're going to say it touched at about the 25-yard line. Almost jumped back inbounds. But a solid punt here for Castro. The Falcons take over at the 25. So 7:03 left to go in the quarter. Glendale takes over once more. Looks like we may actually have an officials timeout here. An officials timeout. So an officials timeout here. Let's go ahead and take a break here. We'll make it a 30-second timeout. We'll come right back. Still 22-14 in favor of Glendale. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Coming out of the official timeout, Glendale takes over, ball on their 25-yard line after the Waynesville punt. 22-14, Waynesville trailing by 8. Neither team able to score just yet. But the Falcons back with that passing attack. 3 wide receivers right. Dieters, though, looking toward his left. Looking toward the left sideline, coming back on it. Ball is caught. That's Alex Clifford on the reception. He's up the sideline now, past the 40 to the 45. Jukes back across midfield. Huge gain here for the Falcons. They'll be back in Waynesville territory, but now Clifford, he drops down to the ground here. He looks like he might be hurt. Again, it is rather hot despite the sun going down out there. Clifford with 1 touchdown reception here today and another big catch here in this one. But he will require the trainer here as he is down on the field. So let's go ahead and take on ourselves another break. Come right back here. Ball will be on the Waynesville 49-yard line. Still 22-14. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered. From inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs, our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Alex Clifford, the injured Falcon, he does come off the field. And so back to it here. 1st down and 10. Ball on the Waynesville 49-yard line. Clifford before going out with the injury. Long catch and run. So the Falcons moving the ball so far. Just the one play. Low snap. Dieters handles it. Has a man across the middle. Ball is caught. Across the 35-yard line he goes to the 33 before he's taken down. Chris Scott on the tackle. Mason Perez also getting in there as well. And it will be another 1st down. This is something we talked about at halftime. Waynesville needs to limit the big play. The Falcons, they can start to carve you up if they get any kind of momentum. 2 plays on this drive, 2 first downs. Again, 3 to the left. Steers takes the snap now. 3-step drop, going toward the right sideline this time. Has another man, but he left it too far outside. Ball falls incomplete. So that'll break the streak of 1st downs for the Falcons. 2nd down and 10 now. It's halfway through this 3rd quarter. They'll line it up again. Ball on the left hash with 3 to the right. Waynesville, 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, everyone else in the secondary. Ball snapped to Dieters here. Pump fake across the middle, now moving toward his right, but he's taken down once more. Sack number 6. Who gets there this time? Looks like that time. How about Thomas Reynolds on the sack? 6 sacks now for the Waynesville defense. 3rd down and 15 now upcoming. 4 sacks in the first half, 2 sacks in the second. Forcing a 3rd down and long. 3 wide receivers right, ball in the middle of the field. Dieters, again, the 3-step drop, but under pressure. He's hit, and he is still on his feet, but he's eventually taken down. Thomas Reynolds gets there to finish the job. Make it 2 sacks in a row. 7 sacks now for this Waynesville defense. You're going to rack up the sacks against this team. They pass 100% of the time. Or should I say 99% of the time. But 7 sacks is a good night, especially for this defensive line. Santana getting in there, Perez getting in there. Reynolds has now gotten himself on a couple of sacks. Also in on that defensive line, Caden Ausler. Defensive tackle, only at 180 pounds, but again, this is a much more athletic defensive line. So Glendale lining up to punt here. Punt almost blocked, but they do get it away. Waynesville's going to let it fly here as it flies out of bounds. They'll give it about... I was going to say, that ball was definitely out before the 20. They'll say the 22-yard line. So the punt places Waynesville here at the 22-yard line. 4:45 left to go. Still 22-14. This Waynesville defense continues to kind of wreak havoc. Rex Dieters, you can kind of tell here coming off to the sideline, a little bit worn out after being sacked so many times tonight. Here's Tawasi on the carry, punching forward here for about 5. Sets up second down and a medium distance to go. Like I said, you're going to be able to rack up some sacks when you pass the ball plenty. But 7 sacks is pretty darn good. Second down, and they actually did give him 6 on the previous carry for Tallahassee. Still lined up in that pistol formation with actually 2 wingbacks. Now they'll pack it in and move toward that single wingback set. It is Castro and Aussie. Wingback is Leland Wright. Direct snap to Aussie, looking for the sideline. Now cuts it back up. He's got some room. He might be gone. He's across midfield to the 40, the 35, the 30. He's going to go all the way to score. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. Back to within 2 as a long touchdown run. Make it 72 yards. And Waynesville brings it back 22-20. There's the big play on the ground we were looking for, with 3:49 left to go here in quarter number 3. So a 2-point conversion would tie this one up. And we'll see if they can get it done. Aussie with his first touchdown run of the day. Ball is snapped directly to Michael Kelsey Jr. Is he in? Yes, he is. Tie ball game here in Springfield. Michael Kelsey Jr. punches it in. We're all tied up here at 22 apiece. So again, 72 yards for Tallahassee, and we're tied up at 22. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
We're all tied up here in Springfield. 22-22 our score with 3:49 left to go in this third quarter. A 72-yard touchdown run for Tallahassee. Right on up the right sideline, showing that get up and go speed. And so we'll see if Waynesville can finally get themselves on over the hump as they're set to kick it away. Tyrell Finn, that is your kicker. He is set to send it away. Again, was able to catch somebody before halftime. Another solid kick, this time fielded about the 5-yard line. Glendale returning it up the middle here. Now moving toward the right. Flag is thrown as he actually breaks on through to the second line here. Finn, the last man, he's going to find his way in for the touchdown. Again, there is a flag on the play. We'll have to see what that is, but he will score. And we'll have to wait and see where this flag comes in. Otherwise, Glendale takes the lead right on back. It's going to be holding. It's going to be called on Glendale. This one's coming back. So Waynesville catches a break in a major way, as instead of 6 points, this ball's coming way, way back. So we'll see where they place this football. Again, the hold came very early in the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for this Waynesville offense. Excuse me, by that I mean the Glendale offense. Now about 1st down and 10. Ball on the. Still moving it back. Past the 20 they go. It'll be placed at the 13-yard line. So ball deep in the Glendale territory. After the holding penalty. Get back to it. New quarterback into the game, by the way, here for Glendale. Taking over now. Where did my roster go? Now, did you steal it? No, it ended up on the ground. In at quarterback, Cash Newberry, sophomore, here for the Falcons. Play whistle dead, low snap. But we'll see where the whistle comes in. I don't see a flag out on the field. Maybe an official's whistle there. Maybe just whistle dead. They weren't ready yet. They'll reset it, and we'll go 1st and 10. Again, Cash Newberry in at quarterback. Was listed as a potential option for the Falcons. So getting some time here. Looking for the quick pass. Has a man. Complete. Not going to gain much, though, as he's wrapped up around the 16 or so. We'll see if they give him the 17. Looks like they might here, so it might be a gain of 4. Setting up 2nd down and 6. Again, Rex Dieter, starter tonight. It's been sacked 7 times. Now going with the most likely more fresh Newberry here. 5 wide receiver set, not changing anything in that regard. Newberry, another quick pass, again caught. That's going to be the freshman Joel Heeman, who actually shakes off one tackler. Now up the sideline, this is a big gain, and he might be just gone. He is. Waynesville misses the tackle, and they're going to pay for it as the freshman Heeman finds his way into the end zone. Glendale just like that. They jump back out in front, 28-22. Got to finish off your tackles. What would have been a 3-yard gain turns into what was most likely nearly, I believe, about a 83-yard touchdown pass. And so we'll have the extra point, trying to make this a 7-point game. 2:45 left to go in this quarter. So Newberry comes in and immediately makes an impact. Kick is up and good. And it's a 7-point ball game once more. So we very briefly had a tie here in Springfield, but the Falcons strike. And so with 2:45 again to go in this third quarter, it's 29-22 in favor of Glendale. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
2 touchdown passes of 80-plus yards here today for the Glendale Falcons. This latest one breaking our 22-22 tie. Falcons again lead 29-22 here over the Waynesville Tigers. Tigers on the road here today. Connor Harbit, Z102.3, set to kick it on away is Glendale. They'll again go with the hooch kick toward the right sideline. Leland Wright gives chase, but it goes out of bounds. That'll be the flag, and that'll give Waynesville solid field position for their next drive. Assume Waynesville will just take the field position here. As the hooch kick went just a bit too far to the left. They've tried to kick it toward that sideline all night. Leland Wright definitely getting his money's worth out there over in the second line. He's able to make 1 catch today. Actually made 2 returns today. But Waynesville's offense will start here from the 35 on the right hash. Last drive ended in a long touchdown run for one tall Aussie, but it's Michael Kelsey Jr. here on offense. Sent in motion, handoff to Kelsey Jr. Across the line of scrimmage here, maybe gets a couple. Or is eventually roped down here. Looks like on the tackle, Carson McTagg. Good news for tonight's game. Looks like pretty much everybody who's come out at some point with an injury has returned to the field. Saul Spurgeon is still on the sideline, but he is an offensive lineman. I'll have to check and see if he comes back out when Glendale takes the field, but Chris Scott has returned for Waynesville. Carson McTagg for the Falcons Alex Clifford, do believe he's also returned to the game. Like I said, you hate to see injuries this early in the year. 2nd down and 8. Kelsey Jr., the direct snap, fakes the handoff. Now trying to take it himself. To the 40 he goes. Might be short of the 40. See where they rule the football. Looks like he might be at the 39. Natural to give it here. It's 3rd down and about 6. Long 6. Almost to the end of this third quarter. 1:40 left to play in the period. Just past 10 o'clock here tonight. 10 minutes past the top of the hour. 2-hour, 10-minute football game thus far. 29-22. Kelsey Jr. taking the snap on 3rd down, trying to find the sideline, trying to follow his blockers. He's hit and taken down just a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. We've got 4th down. It's going to be 4th down and 2 here, and so Coach Barkley over on the sideline, he's got himself that decision to make. Do you trust in your defense, who's looked good but also given up some big plays tonight? Or do you try to risk it here and perhaps have to rely on your defense a little bit more? We'll see what they do here. We actually do have a player kind of limping off the field here. Or now coming back. And now a whistle and a sideline warning, I believe, called against Glendale. So that's your sideline warning issued against the Falcons. Still 4th down and 2. Still 47.8 seconds left to go here on this third quarter. So does Waynesville go for it here? Remember, still in Waynesville territory. It's at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Castro under center. Snap. Kelsey Jr. looking for it here. And he is taken down well before the line. I don't think Waynesville necessarily had the jump they wanted on that play. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So Waynesville rolls the dice, comes up short, and the Falcons will take over inside Waynesville territory. 1st down and 10, ball will be placed at the 42. Got one of the 2 yards he needed, but that's where the push ended. So again, 5 wide receivers. Cash Newberry is still your quarterback. Newberry, quick pass toward the right sideline. Has a quick release, and again Waynesville misses the tackle. And again, they're going to get big yards out of it. Not a touchdown this time, but Parker Toon carries it within the red zone to the 15-yard line. Tell you what, Waynesville suddenly has seemingly forgot how to wrap up. Led to a long touchdown the previous play, and this time, what turns into, what would have been about a 7-8 gain turns into, ball now in the red zone. 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Might be the final play of the third. So Newberry again looks for the quick pass. No, going to take it himself. Going to run past the 10-yard line. He's wrapped up, taken down just a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. And Glendale's knocking on the door as we come to a close here in the third quarter. 12 minutes to decide a winner in this one. At the moment, 29-22 in favor of Glendale. Waynesville trails by 7, but they'll need to find a stop when we come back. We'll switch sides back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football. It's Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
So we come back here with a 2nd down and 3. Glendale, ball on the Waynesville 8-yard line. Trying to once again make this a 2-score game after Waynesville fought back to a 22-22 tie. Cash Newberry again looking toward the right, but the ball's overthrown. Ball falls incomplete. 3rd down and 3 upcoming. Connor Harbert here with you today. Z102.3. We're kicking off the 4th quarter here in this one. 11:56 left to go. As you might expect, still quite a bit left to go. By the way, an update from Kickapoo today. Chiefs lead Hillcrest 56-0. As Newberry looks toward his left, out route, once again thrown away, 4th down coming. That time the ball underthrown. And the Tigers have a chance for another red zone turnover on downs. Trying to keep this win within a even mentioning my alma mater is enough to get me off my sentence. Thank you, Alan. But they have another chance. They need to keep it within this one score. This is a big play right here. Newberry takes a snap a little bit low, but having to be flushed out of the pocket. Moving back toward his right. Has to try to find something. Finds the end zone. That ball's knocked down. At the turnover on downs, Waynesville gets the ball back. It's the defensive line who flushes Newberry out of the pocket. And then there to knock it down. And that was there to knock it down. I believe that was Chris Scott. Didn't quite get a number on that one there, but there were a couple guys in the area, including Scott. So a big stop there, but Waynesville's offense now going to need to find a spark. They got to go a long, long way. 92 yards to be precise. The clock not really too much of a pressing factor yet. 11:46 left to go. Going to come back out with the wingback set. In the backfield, Kelsey Jr. alongside Castro. Kelsey Jr. taking the snap here, but he's met and taken down. Maybe getting back to the line, maybe not. They've just not really had much going on that particular play. Trying to follow through. Looks like they were trying to use Tyquez Jones as the lead blocker there. But it ends up being a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Same formation. Wingback is Joshua. Snap comes to Kelsey Jr. This time going to try to run toward the right. Still trying to bounce it toward the sideline. Now cuts it up here. Back to the original line of scrimmage, but nothing more. And it's 3rd down and 10. So they lost a yard. They gained a yard. And it's 3rd down. Oh, they'll give him an extra yard. 3rd down and 9. Got 2. Under 11 minutes to go now. 10:40 left to go in the 4th. Remember, next week, 7 o'clock at home against Parkview. Hope to see most of you out there. If you can't make it out there, we'll carry it for you, Z102.3. Got an alternate plan for you. We'll talk about it after this 3rd down and 9. Man set in motion. Castro looking to pass here. Actually back in the end zone. Has to try to get rid of it. Loses it. They're going to say it was a pass forward. Good thing, too. That ball was picked up by a Falcon and taken into the end zone, but instead it'll be incomplete in 4th down and 9. That play looked broken from the start. Don't think Castro rolled out as quickly as they wanted him to there. And no choice but to just try to throw it in the area of anybody. Do think they were able to, but with 4th down and 9 deep in their own territory, I think they're going to have no choice but to punt this one away. I was going to say my other option for you. Go out to the game, take a radio, tune in to Z102.3. Or sit close enough to me. I'll have the window open that you can just hear me. You got options. Here's the punt. Solid punt. Going to take a good Waynesville hop. Going to pounce past midfield to about the 46-yard line. So Glendale will begin the drive at their own 46-yard line. So out come the Falcons. 10 minutes left to go in this game. Still leading by 7. As they look for that exclamation point, where they look for a touchdown that would make it significantly harder for the Tigers to mount a comeback tonight. As it stands, 1 score would do it. But 2 scores, the way Waynesville kind of plays their game, it could be a bit significantly harder. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes. Here's Cash Newberry. Quick pass toward the left. They've really opted for these quick passes, and they've really been working as he takes it all the way to the 40-yard line quickly in the Waynesville territory. Now we'll set up 1st down and 10. That's been the main difference, I think, between Dieters and Newberry. Dieters has thrown the ball deep a lot more. Newberry, he's hitting these quick slants, these quick out routes, and then relying on his receivers and their agility to kind of make the play and continue on after the catch, yards after catch. They've got a lot of them tonight, with the catches of 85 yards and 83 yards. I'll tell you, those weren't all through the air. There's a lot of NFL quarterbacks, I don't think, who could complete an 85-yard pass through the air. Newberry again looking, moving toward his right. In some trouble here, has to throw it toward the sideline, but it's overthrown. Intended receiver on the play, that was actually Tommaso Gilardi. On the coverage, Johnny Hedrick. But again, that ball out in no man's land off toward the Glendale sideline. It's 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers right. Newberry with a little bit more time here. Hit as he throws, though. Ball down the field, trying to find his man, but that ball overthrown this time, and here comes 3rd down and 10. Trying to find his big wide receiver, Noah Goforth. Still a big guy out there. Had some inches on the man on the coverage there that time for Waynesville. That was Aiden Moust. But it does set up 3rd down and 10. Still going to go through the air, though. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the left hash. 9:45 on the clock. Newberry, quick pass to the right here. Ball was bobbled. Was he able to bring it in? They're going to say he brought it in, and he's going to have just enough for the 1st down. That ball very low, but coming back to it. That time was Lucas Rich. Slid back into it and able to make the catch just before it hit the ground. Good play there by the wide receiver. 1st down and 10. 9.5 to go. But the Falcons moving on in here. 3 wide receivers left. Ball toward the middle of the field this time. Newberry takes a snap, looking left. Going to have a man wide open, but the ball was not in an area where the play could be made. Had a man wide open. That ball's in the right spot. That's 6. Out there, Jackson Yates. That's a play where you, as a coach, you say, well, the play call worked. I just hope we execute it next time. So 2nd down and 10 coming here. Waynesville on the other side. We're going to figure out what went wrong there. 2nd down and 10. Newberry, quick route to the left. Ball hit as he makes the catch. Pickup of about 4 here. Catch is made by Alex Clifford. 2nd down and 6. 3rd down and 6. Saul Spurgeon back in the game, by the way. So, like I said, pretty much everybody who we've seen get an injury today has been able to come back to the field. 3rd down and 6 here. Waynesville might have jumped. We'll see what they call here, but Waynesville, I think, might have jumped. Thomas Reynolds here acting like he might have been the one. He definitely was, if anything, for Waynesville. Yep, that's what they'll call here, and this 3rd and 6 turns into 3rd and 1. Well, those are yards you can't give up. Turns into a short 3rd down. Waynesville sending blitz here, but another quick pass. Ball is caught. Lucas Rich another catch here as he crosses the 15. And so it's a 1st down now in the red zone. The Falcons continue this quick passing game. Waynesville sending their men back here. Again, guarding mostly against the deep pass, but that's leaving the passes open underneath. Newberry again. This time looking end zone. He's going for it. That ball is dropped in the end zone. Another ball that really honestly should have been 6. But that was Trevor Heeman, who already has 2 touchdown catches today. Playing his first varsity game. He is a freshman. We do have a penalty marker as well. That really should have been 6, although, actually, it's a penalty on Waynesville. Too many men on the field charged here against Waynesville. Illegal in substitution infraction is what you want to call it. And so it will be 5 yards forward. It will be first down and 5. So now on the 10-yard line here. Ball on the 10. Newberry looking left, going toward the corner of the end zone. That ball is again overthrown. No flag coming out on the coverage for the Tigers. And that time it was Amon Fowler. Intended receiver was Alex Clifford. So second down and 5. Need to get to the 5 for the first down. 8:10 on the clock. Three wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Ball in the middle of the field. Newberry again looking left. Under pressure, throwing toward the corner. This time falls incomplete again. And no flag. Third down and 5. Looking for that corner fade. That time trying to find Jackson Yates. That play has its fans. That play has its enemies. You send a man toward the corner and just throw it up, lob it up, and see if your wide receiver can't bring it down. The last couple tries have been a bit too deep. And so the Falcons face third down. They can get a first down here. We're not in a goal line situation. But Glendale certainly looking for it all here. 3 to the left. Newberry on the snap. Has time in the pocket, going toward the middle of the end zone, but again it's overthrown. Maybe feeling the pressure there. He leaves one too high, and it's fourth down and 5. We're in field goal range. Honestly, Glendale might go for 3 here. 3 points would make it a 2-score game. It would be about trying to do my math here. Maybe a 25-yard field goal. Yep. Ball is up and away, and it's low, but it hits the upright. There's a flag on the play. Kick does go through, but where is the penalty flag? This could mean a lot. If the penalty flag's on Glendale, that backs them up. If the flag's on Waynesville, that gets near the first down marker. False start on Glendale, that'll back him up. Backs him up here. It'll be fourth down and 10 now from the 15-yard line. Let's see if they try one again. Let's see if they try to put the ball through the uprights. That ball was off the right upright. Did get the hop, though. Did fall through. But they'll try it again here. Definitely had the distance. But they'll try it again to make this a 2-score game. Snap is good. Kick is away. This time it's a much better kick. And that'll make it 32-22. So the 3 points makes it a 2-score game. Trevor Heeman puts it through the uprights. And so, with 7:52 left to go in this contest, Waynesville trails by 10, 32-22. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
So 32-22 our score with 7:52 left to play. A 30-yard field goal for Trevor Heeman. Right through the middle of the uprights. Had to do it a couple times, but he converts to a 2. Gets the 3 points, though. And so it's a 2-score game. Waynesville going to need to find a way, maybe perhaps to put 2 touchdowns up on the board. From what we've seen today, Waynesville not much of a kicking team as far as the field goals go. They've gone for 2 all 3 times they've scored tonight. But we need to worry about getting in the end zone first. Haven't been able to do it here since that 72-yard touchdown run. Here's a hooch kick. Skies one up here, fielded by Jones. At about the 18-yard line, trying to return it up the middle, but he's hit and taken down shy of the 30. Looks to be at about the 28-yard line. It was the 72-yard touchdown run for Tallahassee. That was 3:29 left to go in the third. Couple drives have come and gone, but Waynesville just hasn't been able to get anything. Not much in the way of yardage. Some finals for you. Kickapoo defeats Hillcrest tonight 63-0. And Joplin defeats Branson 35-14. So a couple of district opponents starting their seasons off with wins. Neosho and Willard, we'll talk about them in a moment because I want to make note. Last year, quite wonky between those two teams. Castro loses control of the snap. He gathers it up. No, he lost it again. And does Glendale recover? Ball still at the bottom of the pile here. And they're going to call it Glendale football. A third botched snap tonight. And a third fumble loss for the Tigers. And this might be costly. Castro lost control of the snap, was able to briefly pick it back up, but then was hit. And the ball popped it back out again. And now Waynesville can, well, Glendale can make this a 3-score game. 7 points here would make it 17. And then you're going to need some luck, I think, if you're the Tigers to make a comeback at that point. Turnovers. Botch snaps, the interception. Things you got to clean up. Fortunately, it's week 1. You don't expect that. You don't want it. But it is week 1. You got plenty of time. Cash Newberry looking for the corner of the end zone. It's a jump ball, and it is. Was it picked off? They're going to say, yes, it is. Intercepted. Waynesville will take it right on back. It's going to be a touchback as Amon Fowler reaches up and takes that one away. And so, hey, well, it's the best way to battle back from a turnover is to get a turnover yourself. Tit for tat there. First time Waynesville will find themselves with a turnover here this evening. And so we'll see if the offense can do a little better this time. First down and 10. Ball going to be placed at the 20. They have 7.5 minutes, still trailing by 2 scores here at 32-22. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Castro, pistol formation, takes a snap, hands it off to Ossie. Ossie across the 20, maybe to the 21-22. And sets up 2nd down and 9. The clock ticks away. Waynesville with 3 timeouts, though. Both teams with all of their timeouts. Waynesville, most likely, what you would like to see here is the big play. Quick score here, I think, would put them in a much better position. Any way to score, I think, would be nice. But obviously, if you can just put the ball in the end zone now, I think that'd be ideal. Looking for the flat, has Ossie, pass is caught. Dukes back toward his right here, pass at 35. He gets to the 37, he lost the football, and again it's recovered by Glendale. So another fumble here for the Tigers. And they'll give the ball right back to the Falcons. What would have been a 15-yard gain turns into Falcon football once more. It's the first fumble for Ossie today. And this defense comes back out into the field. Ossie a little bit ginger as he comes off the field here. Definitely took a shot. But he is jogging off under his own power. As the Waynesville defense will be called upon once again. Got the interception, but now find themselves back out in the field. 6:43 now left to go in the game. 5 turnovers tonight for Waynesville. Pass down the right sideline, looking for it all here. Scott not reaching for it. Pass is caught, touchdown. Scott was in the area, but did not try to make a play on that ball. Don't know if he slipped or what. But that fall right in the hands of Noel Goforth. And that makes it a 16-point game. An extra point, again, makes this 3 scores. He might have got lost looking out there. He was step for step with Goforth. But the ball was dropped right on in there. He gave the Falcons multiple tries at it, and eventually they hit pay dirt. So they'll go for the extra point here. They've been perfect tonight on these. How much yardage was on that? So we actually have a man coming off the field here for the Falcons. Azra Smith jogging off before we get this extra point up and away. But again, Trevor Heeman set to try for the extra point. Still waiting for the snap here. Play clock is running to about 15. They're actually looking for an extra man out there. They'll get him out there. Still 10 seconds on the play clock. So it's a 40-yard touchdown pass. Snap is away, kick is away, flag on the play. It's through the uprights, but it looks like we might get that one again. False start called against Glendale. We'll back them up and try it again. This is a pretty big extra point. You miss here, it still stays 2 scores. You'd need 2-point conversions. But this time the kick is up and away, and again, it's good. He remains perfect here tonight, and it's 3 scores. So a 40-yard touchdown pass, Noel Goforth on the catch. Cash Newberry has his second touchdown pass of the day, and that makes it a 17-point ball game. Trailing by 3 scores, back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Ball kicked off here, 6:36 left to go. It's a solid kick over the top of Rashad Joshua, who will watch it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. 39-22 our score. Waynesville trailing by 17 here. The story of this fourth quarter has been the Waynesville turnovers. Turnovers in general tonight have just killed this Tigers offensive attack. They've given the Falcons several extra opportunities, and they've made good on those opportunities. Really, the last drive kind of proven that. You get an interception, you get a fumble, then you take it back with an interception, but then you fumble it right on back to Glendale, who then immediately throws it down the right sideline for the touchdown. Waynesville going to the air here. Pass is caught. Braylon Scott on the reception. Past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. He's taken down out of bounds. Clock does continue to run, though, so maybe not getting out of bounds there. Clock not necessarily Waynesville's friend anymore. Trailing by 3 scores with almost half the quarter left to go. Again, all 3 timeouts, but a quick score pretty much needed now. And they are going to look toward that 4 wide receiver set once more, with Castro and Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Castro again going toward the air, slant route across the middle. Ball's caught by Scott. Across the 30 to the 37 now. That's a first down and 10. So 5 turnovers, 4 fumbles, and 1 interception today. So the clock crosses the 6-minute mark now. Now 5:45. Ball's going to be placed here on the Waynesville 37. Again, 4 wide receivers. Gets far side on the right. Scott off on the left. Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Castro again looking to pass. Throws it out toward the flat. Pass is caught by Wright. Immediately taken down, though. Looks like maybe no gain, if not a loss. It'll be second down here. Second down and 1. Just looking for Leland Wright in the flat. But Glendale read it. Swept the legs out from under Wright as soon as he caught the football. So another minute gone now. Now under 5 to go. And again, they'll come up with 3 wide receivers now to the right. That includes Getz. That includes Wright. Also out there, Joshua. Castro looking to pass, stepping up in the pocket, rolling to his right, but he's going to snake away from one, but he'll throw an immediate duck. That's picked off here by Glendale. Another turnover. And that'll do it pretty much here for the Tigers tonight. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. As Castro did a good job of evading the pressure, actually was wrapped up for a brief moment before sneaking away, but then the pass was just underthrown. Looking to throw it into a crowded area. And Glendale was there to make him pay for that one. So, the Falcons will take over here. No brakes on this train, though. They're going to keep passing it. There is still 3 Waynesville timeouts, though. So, would not say we're that close yet. Cash Newberry set to pass, looking for the right sideline. Fight for the football. Ball drops incomplete. No flag on the play. Ball's ruled incomplete. Second down and 10. On the coverage that time, that was Dalen Registe. So second down and 10. Good coverage there by Registe. It's very tight on him. Was fearing the pass interference a little bit, but was able to play it clean enough. Low snap. Newberry has it, though. Quick catch to the 38 before he's taken down near the first down marker, around the 39. It looks like he might be a yard shy. It's third down. Ball caught that time by Trevor Heeman. Again, Heeman, lots of points tonight. 2 touchdown catches, 1 field goal, and several extra points. Going to be an impact player for Glendale as a freshman. Newberry, again, the quick pass. That ball's caught up the middle of the field here, taken down from behind, but not before he gets a first down, taken down just outside of the red zone to the 21. So first down and 10. Ball on the 22 here. Newberry looking for the screen here, has the blocking, ball is caught. Into the red zone now, lost the football. Is Waynesville going to be able to dive on it? Still loose, off toward the sideline. And I think that ball rolled out of bounds. And so Glendale will catch a break there, as they'll get a couple yards on the play. But they do prevent that football from coming back to Waynesville. Ball was actually caught in the flat by Liam Wormington. Had the blocking, but a good hit there by Waynesville. Knocked it loose, but just weren't able to fall on it. So second down and 8. Newberry again looking toward the right here. Ball is overthrown. Looking for a flag. Might have had a pass interference. They might try to say that one was not a catchable ball. I think that's your argument there. And it looks like that's an argument Waynesville's going to win. Third down and 8. That ball was overthrown quite a bit. And I think that's why you don't see a flag there. There was definitely a push from behind. And so let's see this third down with 3.5 left to go. 3 wide receivers right. Newberry moving toward his left here. Going to try to take it up the sideline himself. Has the first down. Now juking back toward his right. He's across the 10. Now down to the 6. Well, Glendale has switched to this quick passing kind of system here. And that's really taken this Waynesville defensive line out of the equation. Glendale perhaps looking for a little bit too much with Dieters as the quarterback, looking for those deep, deep passes, giving Waynesville time to run him down. Well, they just don't have the time here against Newberry. He's got that quick release, getting it away. Newberry this time going to take it himself. Design quarterback carry. He's in for the end zone, and he makes it another Glendale touchdown. So the Falcons have really turned on the Jets here. Again, aided by just all these extra possessions Waynesville has given them tonight off the turnovers. They make it 45-22 here with 3:10 to go. You don't want to harp on it too much, but 6 turnovers means 6 extra possessions. You even find 2 or 3 touchdowns out of those 6 possessions. Well, that's 14 to 21 points. 23 consecutive points make it 24 as the kick is good. And this one's a 4-score ball game. So, well, actually 3 scores here. 8, 8, and 8 would do it, but you only have 3:10 to do it. Waynesville will come back and receive the kickoff when we come back. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy one Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card. And get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
Another kick that sails into the end zone for a touchback as we get back going here. 24 consecutive points here for the Glendale Falcons. This game, with 3:29 left to go in the third, we were looking at a 22-22 ball game. But an 83-yard touchdown pass, a 30-yard field goal, a 40-yard touchdown pass, and now a 9-yard run have put the Falcons up by 24 with 3 minutes left to go here in this contest. Turnovers have been the story. This defense, this Waynesville defense, again, they've just spent so much time on the field, and eventually you're just going to get worn out and tired. And it's really, really paid, well, they've really paid their dues tonight here in week 1. 3 wide receivers left. Man set in motion, that's Jones. Castro takes a snap, it's a handoff to Aussie. Aussie through the middle, into the secondary he goes. Now to the 30, to the 32, before eventually being taken out all the way at the 36-yard line. Big gain here on first down, make it about 16 yards or so. And it'll be first down and 10. Looks like it might be some second stringers out there for Glendale. Some new numbers into the game here. But Waynesville going to continue playing on through the end of this one. Castro looking through the air, but he's hit from behind. He actually evades one would-be sacker, but he's taken down by number 2 and 3. He's actually going to be pushed all the way back. Didn't go down until he was around the 22-yard line. Lost a lot on that play. There is a flag on the play. Where does the flag come in? Holding called against Waynesville, just kind of add an insult to injury. So, penalty will be declined. It'll be second down and 23, 2 and 20 seconds left to go in this game. So this one's pretty much over, barring any kind of Friday night miracle. Again, just kind of fell apart down the stretch. Got some things to clean up. You definitely have some positives to take away from this game. Talk about it in the postgame a little bit. But for now, we watch as Waynesville runs up the middle, actually going to break free. Kelsey Jr., he might just be gone. He is to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Well, that's one score. Hear the Tiger roar, Waynesville. So Kelsey Jr. does get himself all the way into the end zone from about 78 yards out, actually. Trying to find where they put it. Got a replay here momentarily, but a long touchdown run for Kelsey Jr. 77 yards. 2-point conversion coming up here for Waynesville. Yeah, 77 yards. 46-28. Trying to keep it here a 2-score game. A failed 2-point conversion, and it's still 3 scores. Castro looking for the pass here. Hit from behind. That's going to be defensive pass interference. And Waynesville will get another crack at it here. Minute 49 on the clock. Again, defensive pass interference going to be called here on Glendale. So we'll cut the field in half, and we'll try it again. Castro looking for that slant across the middle, but push from behind while that ball was in the air. Ball on the 1-yard line here. Wing back to the left, that being Leland to right. Actually, 2 wing backs here. You also have Josh Way to the right. Now going to change formations at the line. Going to spread out 4 wide receivers now. Pistol formation with Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Hands it off to Kelsey Jr. Juking to his right. Dives forward. He's in the score. 46-30. He'll keep it a 2-score game. So 46-30 your score. Remember last year's game ended about 48-32. We're at a similar score here with a minute 49 left to go. But Waynesville brings it back to 2 scores. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest-standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey. Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Tyrell Finn here going to look for the onside kick. A minute 49 left to go. There is the kick. It's going to be deep, picked up by Glendale at about the 44-yard line. As the Falcons do recover it here. So, a minute 47, but a 77-yard touchdown run for Kelsey Jr. Converted 2-point conversion after Kelsey Jr. punches it in again. And you're down by 16, but you're going to need, I'd say, a turnover here. Did hear up in the box coming from the Glendale side of the coaches' things. There's no reason for this ball to be in the air right now. Which, mark that down, might be the first time I've ever heard that here in Glendale. They like their passes. They might run here. They are going to come out 5 wide. New quarterback, though, into the game. Coming in, that's Will Ross, a freshman. First down and 10 here. Low snap. Going to tuck it and run here. It is a design quarterback run. Juke out to the right here. Has some room toward the sideline. Past the 45. Goes out of bounds here with a minute 38 left to go here at the 39-yard line, 41-yard line. No, when Glendale's also run that quarterback run, that's also been a pretty productive play for him. We do have a Tiger down here. Looks like down there. That is one of the Waynesville linemen. That is Matthew Stump, a senior defensive lineman, but they'll get the trainers out there. Let's take a quick break. A minute 38 left to go. 46-30 your score. Waynesville trails by 16. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Orange
too cold.
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serve Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Again, the injured Tiger was Matthew Stump, but he does come off the field here under his own power. Does have a little bit of a limp, though. Again, a senior lineman here for the Tigers. A minute 38 left to go. Waynesville trailing by 2 scores. It's 46-30. Again, 24 unanswered points for Glendale, but a touchdown for Kelsey Jr. Another quarterback run here for Will Ross. This time, doesn't find quite as much. He's taken down past the 40, but he stays in bounds. Let's see if Waynesville takes a timeout here. It's not coming out just yet, so I think we're just going to run this one out and call this one a night. Waynesville does have all 3 timeouts, but they're just going to go ahead and let this one run. So, Waynesville will start their season off with a loss, 0-1. Glendale will open up their season with a 1-0 start. Ross rolling out to his right to the 40. Taken down from behind here on the tackle. That was Chris Alonzo. Still in bounds here, under a minute now to go. Waynesville will take on Parkview, who lost here tonight. Parkview lost tonight. They were playing Lebanon. I believe we had a final on that one. Well, no, but we have a fourth quarter score. That one's pretty much final. Lebanon leads 49-0. One more snap, and this one should do it. 9 on the play clock, 24 seconds on the clock. Oh, there you go. Thank you. 56-0. That's a final, by the way. Ross again on the carry. Gets to around the 36, but that'll do it here for this one. So Waynesville, they put up a good fight. They definitely had some things that they need to work on. They definitely have some things to build on. But they do fall here to the Glendale Falcons here tonight. Final score, 46-30. So we're going to do what we always do. We're going to take ourselves a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will talk some things over. We'll go over maybe some highlights here tonight, and then we will set you up again for what's to come next week on the softball side and on the football side as well. But again, your final score, Glendale 46, Waynesville 30. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs. And Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics. Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invite you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered. From inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs, our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Final score here tonight in Springfield, the Glendale Falcons defend their home turf. They defeat the Waynesville Tigers here in this one. Final score, 46-30. So again, Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Let's go ahead and start our post-game coverage with the box score here tonight. Let's go ahead and take you back to the first quarter. It was a score for Glendale, an 85-yard touchdown pass. It was Rex Dieters who was able to find his man up the left sideline, Alex Clifford, for 85 yards. It made it 7-0 after a successful extra point. But Waynesville, they'd bring it back to 1 point with a 2-yard Michael Kelsey Jr. touchdown run. 7-6 was our score as we entered quarter number 2. 3 consecutive scores there for the Falcons after that. The first one, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Rex Dieters once more to Trevor Heeman. Again, Heeman would kick the extra point, make it 13-6. And then Rex Dieters would find the end zone on the ground tonight. Glendale, a couple of touchdown runs here in this one, both by the quarterback. It would be Dieters from 1 yard out, made it 20-6. Waynesville defense, they had their ups and downs here tonight, but the defense did find themselves a turnover on downs on the 1 yard line. Unfortunately, the offense pushed back in their own end zone. That would force a safety that made it 22-6. But Waynesville found their lone touchdown through the air just before the end of the first half. It was a 29-yard touchdown pass from Brian Castro to Rashad Joshua. We entered the locker rooms at 22-14. We were briefly tied in the third quarter. Tao Asi, he would take one up the sideline for 72 yards. That made it 22-22, but that's where the success would really kind of come to an end tonight for the Tigers, as it would be 3 straight scores here for the Glendale Falcons once more. First, a 83-yard touchdown pass from Cash Newberry, who again came in as a sophomore, was kind of listed as the number 3 guy from all sources I really talked to, but Newberry looked good here tonight. A quick passing attack. Trevor Heeman, able to shake off some would-be tacklers for 83 yards, 29-22. A 30-yard field goal from Heeman would make it 32-22, and then a 40-yard touchdown pass from Newberry to Noel Goforth. That would make it 39-22 there. Then a 9-yard touchdown run, 24 consecutive points for the Falcons. That made it 46-22. The final score was in the hands, though, of the Tigers. 77 yards for Michael Kelsey Jr. here in this game. So again, Waynesville falls to 0-1 here this season. Again, they do drop this game 46-30. They will look forward to next week when the Parkview Vikings come to town. We traveled to Parkview last year. Waynesville left that game with a win. Again, Parkview did fall here tonight to Lebanon, 56-0 in their contest. Again, Lebanon, very, very good football team. Like always, you're just going to have to be on your A game. There were some things tonight that definitely pleased, I think, myself up here in the booth, and definitely most of the Waynesville faithful. You really like the defensive line getting a lot of pressure early. Definitely put the hurt onto the starting quarterback, Dieters, tonight. Again, 7 sacks. 7 sacks, 4 of which came in the first half, 3 of which came in the second half. That really slowed down after they made the quarterback change. Really kind of went to a quicker passing attack that really kind of nullified that defensive line. But You did like what you saw there. You liked the overall effort. 46 points is going to read on the board, but they were asked to do a lot here tonight. Lots of possessions, lots of time on the field. Eventually, you're just going to kind of get exhausted there. That's not to say it was a perfect game on the defensive side. Obviously, you gave up 46 points. You got to work on keeping away that big play, especially down the sidelines. A couple balls down the sideline tonight for Glendale, but ultimately, you take a look and you say, yeah, we can build off of this, especially next week and beyond. Offensively, I think you know what I'm going to say. Can't turn the ball over as much. You got to keep ball control. You got to keep that ball in the hands. 4 fumbles here tonight, and then 2 interceptions as well. He's got to make smarter decisions through the passing game. Got to maybe throw it away. Got to maybe just try to tuck it and run. Salvage plays if you can. Throwing it up into a 50-50 situation, or maybe even that second interception, I would say maybe an 80-20 situation for the interception there. You just got to make sure you play smart out there. You can't give a team like Glendale, you can't give most of the offenses here in the Ozark Conference extra chances at scoring the rock. That's a basketball term, but I think you know what I mean. You can't give them multiple opportunities. That's what it really all boils down to. But offensively, well, you did have that 1 touchdown pass to really kind of add maybe some confidence there. That's definitely something I think they'll continue to work on. I definitely think we'll see more of that passing game ultimately. Castro, definitely a player I feel like looked comfortable in the passing game at times until he was kind of forced out of the pocket there. So that's some really kind of quick thoughts there. Of course, we will hear from Coach Barkley next week, but we are going to be back at home, back to Tiger Town. I'll be back up in my booth. Like I said, hope to see plenty of you out there. Feel free to come up and say hi before the game. If you do see me, I'll be the man all lonesome up in my booth. But I think that's where we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. Don't forget about the Frisco League softball tournament next week. 4:50 start, 5 o'clock start. We'll have 2 games for you there on Monday. Then we'll do it all over again on Tuesday. We'll take Wednesday off. Then I'll be back there on Thursday. And then we'll come back to it on Friday. But for Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Again, your final score, Glendale 46, Waynesville 30. Until next time, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Football right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Football on 102.3 FM. Our game has been brought to you by Life Care Center, Post Spawn, Action Automotive, Air Serve Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Ed Wilson Auto Works, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland and John Gregory, Hall's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Join us this 2023 season for Waynesville Tiger Football on Friday night under the lights.